Hello, and welcome back to 1MUFC. And once again, I've got Nathan with me because there is a lot to talk about. कुछ agreements होंगे, कुछ disagreements होंगे आज की इस लाइव स्ट्रीम के ऊपर. But first of all, let me welcome each and every one of you. जितने भी लोग हैं चैट में, सबको मेरा नमस्ते, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल, वनकम. जहां से भी आप हमें देख रहे हैं, आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है चैनल के ऊपर. अजिंक्य, संजीत, निश्चल, एफबी, अमीश, रिदम, विवेक, विवान, विघ्नेश, आदित्य, वैभव, आशीष, and thank you so much Harshit for rejoining the membership. Haven't seen you in a long time on the channel. Good to have you back. Shubham is there, Lakshu is there, Ashish is there, SSI dot show is also there, Lucky Reds is also there, and बाकी जितने भी लोग हैं, जगबीर भाई, शुक्ला, मेस्सी, सुप्रतिम, सौरभ, एरिगातो, अजिंक्य, माजिद, दिव्यांशु, अमित, श्रेय एंड एवरीबडी एल्स, सबको मेरा नमस्ते, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल. अब मुद्दे की बात पे आते हैं. चैनल की फट चुकी है गांड, क्योंकि यहां पर जो यूट्यूब के बॉट्स हैं उन्होंने लेनी देनी कर रखी है मेरे चैनल की. तो जितने भी लोग जुड़ते हैं चैनल पे, मैं आप लोगों से तहे दिल से दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि प्लीज, आपके और मेरे डिसएग्रीमेंट्स हो सकते हैं चीजों को लेकर. आपको मेरी कुछ बातें पसंद आ सकती हैं, कुछ नहीं आ सकती हैं, but that doesn't mean you'll hurt the channel, you'll hurt my livelihood and you'll hurt the community that I've built. मुझे 4 साल लगे हैं इस चैनल को खड़ा करने में. तो प्लीज, जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर इंटेंशनली ये चीजें करने की कोशिश करते हैं ओवर स्ट्रीम, आई रिक्वेस्ट यू नॉट टू डू इट प्लीज. एंड ऑफ कोर्स जितने भी लोग हैं who have been part of the channel, so I would request you कि जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर हमारे चैनल के थ्रू सोफा स्कोर अभी तक डाउनलोड नहीं करके बैठे हैं, प्लीज आप चैनल के डिस्क्रिप्शन में, इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में आप चेक करिए लिंक सोफा स्कोर का. प्लीज डाउनलोड सोफा स्कोर थ्रू दैट लिंक. एंड ऑब्वियसली जितने भी लोग सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं चैनल को, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू ज्वाइन द मेंबरशिप हमारे चैनल की. बट यस Nathan, it's been almost 1 month since we officially signed Matthias Cunha, and we haven't signed anyone other than Matthias Cunha. कैसा लग रहा है?
Honestly, I am relaxed. I've been telling everyone that I don't see an actual difference, so I'll have to maintain that. It feels like I'm being proven right at the moment, but I'll hold judgment still. But what I would say one thing: if people are still nervous, if people are still anxious, I've found a new way to cope in the last week, which is, now that we know when everyone's going to come back from holiday, don't stress until everyone is back in Manchester. See, because let me put a really good example. Let's say Mbeumo signs tomorrow, right? It seems like any day now. I thought last week of June, even possibly. I was hoping for less money, but same money in the end, unfortunately. But what I was like, for example, if Mbeumo signs tomorrow, he only trains on 7 July. It doesn't really matter. So my new way of looking at it now, to give them some more, how do you say it, just give them some more leeway, is wait till 7 July and then react. Because reacting before that doesn't make sense, because at the end of the day, the whole point is they have to come back to train. Now that the date has come out officially, we know which day we have to actually panic. I would say start panicking on 8 July. Before that, it doesn't make sense, because everyone, see, no one's going to come back to Carrington just to sign their contract and go back on holiday. It doesn't make sense.
Obviously.
So in that respect, wait. I would say everyone still calm down, wait a little.
आई गेस देखो मतलब हाँ, देर आर टू वेज टू लुक अबाउट इट। अगर मैं देखूं तो कि एक तो है कि आपने अर्ली साइनिंग्स कर ली हैं एंड यू आर सॉर्टेड फॉर द प्री सीजन टूर, क्योंकि आपको उस वक्त पे टेंशन लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं, क्योंकि आपको पता है दीज गाइज आर गोइंग टू बी देयर। एक है कि यहाँ पर आप ऑब्वियसली उनकी हॉलीडेज कंप्लीट करने का वक्त मतलब वेट कर रहे हो, एंड देन 7 जुलाई के अराउंड ही आप डील नेगोशिएट करके फाइनल करोगे, पब्लिक करोगे, जिससे कि ज्यादा न्यूज सर्कुलेट ना हो आफ्टर वी परमानेंटली साइन आपके यहाँ पर ब्रायन एम्बेमो, विच आई गेस हाँ ठीक है, मेक सेंस। बट एक चीज ये भी होती है यार कि हाउ proactive we are in the market, and right now if you look at our approach we are exactly opposite of that। क्योंकि मतलब आई वाज शॉक टू सी कि कल नॉरगार्ड की न्यूज आई है, कल आई थी शायद, कल ही आई है, और कल ही नॉरगार्ड जो है वो ब्रेंटफोर्ड से उन्होंने साइन भी कर लिया आर्सेनल ने, एंड दैट अमेजेस मी कि भाई ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं ट्रांसफर्स। जैसे हमने लेनी ओरो के केस में किया था कि हमने लेनी ओरो से 2 दिन लिंक्स थे, तीसरे दिन वी गॉट लेनी ओरो, जब हमारे ऑफिशियल लिंक्स आने शुरू हुए थे। सेम कैन बी सेड अबाउट कैसेमीरो वाली डील के, कैसेमीरो के लिंक्स आए और कैसेमीरो को हमने 2 दिन में रैप अप करके सॉर्ट कर दिया था। अब यहां पर इशू क्या है, ठीक है आई डू अंडरस्टैंड यहाँ पर कि 5 मिलियन इज अ बिग मनी, बट आई थिंक यार वी हैव गॉट मोर देन इनफ टाइम नाउ टू वर्क ऑन दिस डील। वी नीड टू सॉर्ट दिस शिट एज सुन एज पॉसिबल। हम इसको ड्रैग नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि इस चक्कर में ना हमारी बाकी साइनिंग्स के बारे में हमें कोई आइडिया ही नहीं कि कौन सी होंगी कौन सी नहीं होंगी। वंस दिस ब्रायन एम्बेमो डील विल रैप अप, उसके बाद हमें पता चलेगा कि भाई हमें फॉरवर्ड लाइन में कोई साइनिंग मिलने वाली है नहीं मिलने वाली है, डिफेंस में कोई आएगा नहीं आएगा, गोलकीपर का भी अभी तक इशू क्लियर ही नहीं हुआ है कि ओनाना इज गोइंग टू स्टे और वेदर वी आर गोइंग टू ब्रिंग इन अ न्यू गोलकीपर, उस पर भी आएंगे, डेफिनेटली बात करेंगे। लिवरपूल से डर लग रहा है मुझे, ऑनेस्टली बताऊं तो भाई लिवरपूल आर बिल्डिंग अ स्कैरी स्क्वाड नाउ। they are building a team that can give them titles after titles for 5 6 straight years, because that team is no joke now. They've got Ellison and Mamadashvili as the two goalkeepers. Both of them are phenomenal. They've got Denzel, sorry, they've got Frimpong. Then they've got आपके यहाँ पर क्या कहते हैं उसके, उनके राइट बैक का क्या नाम है?
कॉनर ब्रैडली।
Connor, they've got Connor Bradley. Then they signed Milos Karkes. They've already got आपके Simicas
Simikas.
and Robertson. Robertson probably might leave, might not leave, जो भी है। उसके बाद आप सेंटर बैक्स पर आओगे। आई नो कि इब्राहिम कोनाटे की बारी आई है कि भाई इब्राहिम कोनाटे के लिंक्स आ रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर ही माइट लीव एंड बाय द एंड ऑफ 2026 और फलाना ठिकाना, बट ही इज गोइंग टू बी देयर, एटलीस्ट फॉर दिस सीजन ही इज गोइंग टू बी देयर। अब आपके पास वर्जिल वैन डाइक भी है, फिर आपके पास जो गोमेज भी है, और अब वो मार्गी से लिंक हो रहे हैं भाई, वो मार्गी से लिंक हो रहे हैं, प्रोबेबली यहां पर वो आ भी सकता है। दैट्स ऑल्सो अ बिग पॉसिबिलिटी फॉर देम। उसके बाद अगर आप देखोगे यहां पर मिडफील्ड में, देव गॉट मैकेलिस्टर, देव गॉट ग्रेवनबर्ग, देव गॉट हार्वी एलियट, देव गॉट यहां पर आपका कर्टिस जोन्स, नो देन नाउ अब उनके पास फ्लोरिन वर्ड्स है,
एंडो।
एंडो, हाँ एंडो भी है उनके पास। अब यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे वाइडर फ्लैंक्स पे देव गॉट लुइस डियास, देव गॉट कोडी गैक्पो, देव गॉट आपके मोहम्मद साला, एंड अभी जब तक बेच नहीं रहे हैं तब तक उनके पास अभी यहाँ पर डार्विन यूनेस भी है, राइट। और अब दे आर ऑल्सो आइंग अप ऑन, अरे हाँ सोबोजलाई भी तो है, वो सोबोजलाई तो मैं भूल ही गया, सोबोजलाई भी तो है। और अब यहां पर अगर हम देखेंगे तो वो एलेक्जेंडर इसाक को भी लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, विच इज स्कैरी। पीपल टॉक अबाउट हाउ गुड मैन सिटी स्क्वाड इज। मैन सिटी का स्क्वाड होगा बढ़िया, बट दिस लिवरपूल स्क्वाड इज मैच रेडी। एंड हाँ जोटा भी तो है, फक आई फॉरगॉट जोटा एज वेल, जोटा इज आल्सो देयर। फकिंग हेल व्हाट अ स्कैरी स्क्वाड दे हैव गॉट यार, इट्स क्रेजी। सतीश भाई हेलो 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 सतीश भाई। एंड अगर उन्होंने देखो वो एलेक्जेंडर इसाक लेकर नहीं भी आ पाए, फिर भी उनके पास अटैकिंग आउटपुट के लिए बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स हैं, दे गॉट नो इश्यूज उस फ्लैंक पर तो। उत्कर्ष थैंक यू सो मच यार मेरे भाई फॉर द कंट्रीब्यूशन, एंड दिस आवर दिस इज अ बिग कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑनेस्टली, बिकॉज चैनल की शुद्ध चुकी है बिल्कुल। Kanish, thank you so much, bhai, for the contribution. Why is it hard to sell Rashford and Garnacho? Both are PL proven, and one of them is very young. Is Barada brilliance same as Martao madness? इस पे तो मैं ऑब्वियस सी बात है यहाँ पर नेथन से ही पूछूंगा ये सवाल। एंड रितेश मेरे भाई थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द सुपर स्टिकर एज वेल। रितेश Is it edited or is it the real picture? If it's real, God bless you. If she's your sister, then also God bless you. If it's edited, it's beautifully edited, mere bhai. Thank you so much for the contribution, by the way, Ritesh. But coming back to Nathan, how this management is different from the previous one?
I really don't think it is. I really don't think it is. In fact, I can't believe. Oh God, I'm telling you, the way our club is, the what I'm about to say is about to trigger at least half of the people watching. At least the Glazers didn't give us dumb interviews. that's that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Oh,
Oh,
that's very
congratulations,
beautiful.
bhai. That's beautiful.
Congratulations. Lovely.
Congratulations, bhai. Congratulations. Shut
Yeah.
up. Shut up. Shut up. You need to get married soon, okay, Ankush? Shut the fuck up. Uh,
I honestly don't think there's any difference. In fact, I feel it's ramped up the amount of annoying interviews we get between all of them.
mm,
The thing is, people are saying. So last time when made this comment, right, that at least the Glazers are spending money. People in the chat rightfully said they're spending our money, which is which is right. But what money is Ineos spending? Because according to them, we should have been broke by last December. We spent 250 million before that December, and we bought players. Before that interview came out that he said we'd be broke by December, we spent 250 million. We sacked half of the employees,
hmm, hmm, hmm,
and again now this July he's saying the same thing. So
hmm, hmm.
either we should have been broke by December or he's lying to us,
Yeah,
because sacking 500 people where the net salary is 10 million, when you're paying one player 10 million a year, surely
yeah.
that makes zero difference. When I told people the sacking should not happen, people are saying they're cutting costs. You can't cut
Hmm, hmm,
costs when 500 people's salaries were 10 million and you're paying Luke Shaw 10 million on his own. It makes no sense to me. Liverpool has the same amount, apparently similar amounts of people working for their company, their club. No one's going to say they are wasted positions and all. Okay, leave that aside. Let's not compare ourselves to Liverpool. I was just talking about number of people the Liverpool Football Club own. The
yeah.
other thing is the other the thing I don't understand is if someone earlier said um, we are not moving because we don't have funds, but Bruno Fernandes already said that they don't have funds is not an issue and they want me to stay, because a lot of
Hmm,
people
hmm.
are saying we should have sold Bruno so we could have got these deals done. I
Yeah.
disagree completely, because in the end we negotiated zero million pounds. Negotiation was not done as
Hmm,
far as
hmm,
I'm
hmm.
concerned.
Yeah,
They 45 plus 5, sorry, 45 plus 10. Next day rejected, said they want Mateus Cunha money. 3 weeks
yeah,
later, Mateus Cunha money came. We didn't
yeah.
do any negotiation, zero. So my thing is also, in terms of talking about transfers, they have
Hmm,
sacked
hmm,
all
hmm.
these people and we still can't do more than one deal at a time.
Hmm, hmm,
But
hmm,
they
hmm.
tell you we have all these extra people
Hmm,
that
hmm,
we have
hmm.
hired. So if you sack 500 people, can you hire two people to at least do transfers for us? Is that possible to make it
Hmm,
cut
hmm,
down
hmm.
the redundancy to 498?
Hmm,
Hire
hmm,
two
hmm.
more people just to help us with transfers, even if it's temporary? No, they don't want to do that. Um, I mean, Glazers never cancelled dinners or buses or sacked hundreds of working class people. I mean, you cannot like them, which I think we can all agree we all don't like them. But you can't tell me these people are doing any better. There is no evidence. It's actually no, and it's been 18 months. First, it was 6 months. They were like, okay, give it a window. Now it's been 18 months. So how
Hmm.
much more time are we giving them even? We blame the players, fair enough. We blame the manager, fair enough. These people get a pass every year. They come with buzzwords, they try to fool us, they try to fool the shareholders at the meetings, and they just keep on getting passes. Now Glazer is not in charge of the football, right? The football side. Now we are only talking about football. What has Ineos done that is better? 18 months it's been. You can't bring Glazers into this anymore. 6 months in, okay, fine, whatever. They are cutting out the fat and whatever fancy commerce words they used. It's done. 18 months in, what now? So this is my opinion. Now people will say the Glazers are still, this is the reason we are in this mess. Fine, but we have to talk about now. Now
Hmm.
who's in charge? So I don't know.
Hmm.
That's my opinion. What do you guys think? The chat and Mark.
I'll tell you. First of all, let me address the super chats. Satish bhai, बॉट अटैक पिछले 2 दिन से चैनल पे बॉट अटैक चल रहा है एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द सेम रीजन मैंने आज डर की वजह से कल भी इसी वजह से वीडियो नहीं अपलोड की थी, आज भी इसी वजह से वीडियो अपलोड नहीं की. आई जस्ट वांटेड कि भाई थोड़ा सेटल डाउन हो. मैंने कल कम्युनिटी पोस्ट भी इसी वजह से डाला बिकॉज ये बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली हो रहा है. मेरी 2-3 वीडियोस पे पता नहीं कहाँ से अनएडिटेड वीडियोस पे कॉपीराइट का वो भी आया. इस वजह से मैंने फिर इस महीने इसीलिए काम भी वीडियोस भी मैंने कम अपलोड की एंड कल 2 रातों से यही हो रहा था प्रॉब्लम. फिर इवेंचुअली मैंने कल दिव्यांश से बात की, मैंने कल फिर चिराग से बात की मेरे मैनेजर से. फिर मैंने वो कम्युनिटी पोस्ट भी डाला, मैंने यूट्यूब को भी इंस्टाग्राम मतलब ट्विटर के ऊपर ट्वीट करके टैग किया कि ये भाई क्या सीन है, प्लीज़ आई एम फेसिंग अ हेल लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. तो अभी आज तो अभी तक तो 16 मिनट हुए हैं स्ट्रीम पे, एवरीथिंग इज नॉर्मल. वरना वॉचिंग 26,000 जा रही है रैंडम उस पे एंड लाइक्स जा रहे हैं 10-15 हज़ार पता नहीं कहाँ से. इतनी इरेलेवेंसी वो डर इस बात का था कि कहीं ये चीज़ वो ना हो जाए, चैनल को टर्मिनेट ना करवा दे, डिलीट ना हो जाए चैनल. इस वजह से फिर मैंने इसीलिए इस महीने कम काम किया क्योंकि अभी 2 दिन से बॉट सिर्फ स्ट्रीम पे दिख रहे हैं बट पीछे बैकएंड पे ये चीज़ें पिछले 1-1.5 हफ्ते से चल रही हैं. इसीलिए आई बीन बिट इरेगुलर ऑन द चैनल एज वेल. अंकित थैंक यू सो मच भाई, 23 महीने पूरे कर लिए आपने, क्या बात है. मोक भाई 2 दिन से क्या हो रहा है चैनल पर, जस्ट अभी एक्सप्लेन किया अंकित, बट थैंक यू सो मच फॉर आस्किंग. एंड मनाली हैज केम बैक ऑन द चैनल विद अ बैंग. भाई डब्ल्यूज हो जाए जरा चैनल पे चैट में फॉर मनाली. थैंक यू सो मच दीदी फॉर द कंट्रीब्यूशन. एंड पंकज कह रहे हैं भाई आप वीडियोस में बिना एडिटिंग के कैसे बोल लेते हो, गलती नहीं होती है. गलती होती है ऑब्वियसली, हो जाती है कभी कभी. मैं बकचोदी में भावनाओं में बह जाता हूँ. उस दिन मैं कह रहा था कि आर्टेटा के अंदर, मुझे लगा आर्टेटा के अंडर, तो मैंने बोल दिया आर्टेटा के अंदर परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाएगा. अब वो तो आर्टेटा ही जाने कि आर्टेटा के अंदर कौन परफॉर्म कर पाएगा, आर्टेटा किसके अंदर परफॉर्म कर पाएंगे. बट हाँ गलतियां होती हैं. बट क्या है, मैं वन कट में वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करता हूँ तो इसलिए आपको मेरी वीडियोस में उतने कट्स या उतने एडिटिंग देखने को मिलती नहीं है. हाँ मतलब हाँ गलतियां होती हैं ऑब्वियसली. आदित्य कह रहा है मोक भाई अकॉर्डिंग टू माय सोर्सेज एट यूट्यूब दिस वांटेड harmed your videos or live in your channel but your channel was at risk to get hacked. हाँ इसीलिए मैंने सब कुछ चेंज किया यार, सारे पासवर्ड्स अपने सबके चेंज किए. एंड गाइज लेट्स मेक, ओए देवांश यार शट अप. Arden Jashari to Man United deal is nearly off as he's set to accept AC Milan project. Okay, okay. By the way, Jadon Sancho to Syria is also off, by the way. क्योंकि उस हरामजादे हरामखोर को अगर बात करूं तो पैसा ज्यादा प्यारा है रेदर देन टॉक, मतलब गिविंग प्रायोरिटी टू फुटबॉल एंड हिज करियर. एंड इसी चक्कर में सीरिया क्लब्स ने बोला कि हम 25 मिलियन यूरोज यूनाइटेड को तो दे देंगे लेकिन वो जो सैलरी है उसकी हम उसको मैच नहीं कर सकते. और वही चीज हुई है. तो इट्स वेरी वेरी ऑड टू सी. बट कमिंग बैक टू नेथन का जो पॉइंट था पूरा ग्लेजर्स वाली और इनियोस वाली उसको लेकर, वो मैं ये बोलूंगा कि देखो यार इंटरव्यूज करना, इंटरव्यूज में उन क्वेश्चंस का जवाब दे देना, आई डोंट थिंक दैट क्रिएट्स एनी डिफरेंस. what you do in the market, what you know do at the management level really makes the difference. क्योंकि यहां पर अगर आप लॉजिकल उस पे देखोगे बेसिस पे, तो ग्लेजर्स ने पैसा भी खर्च किया, सिर्फ इंटरव्यूज तो नहीं दिए. और यहां पर ये पैसा भी उस लेवल पे खर्च नहीं कर रहे हैं. एंड यहां पर टीम का इंप्रूवमेंट भी अगर मैं देखूं स्टैटिस्टिकल लेवल पे तो उतना बेटर नहीं हुआ है. लास्ट ईयर भी इन्होंने फंड्स खर्च किए अपने, लेकिन उन्होंने क्या सही तरीके से पैसा खर्च किया था. सी इनियोस के सामने बहुत बड़ा टास्क है क्योंकि इनियोस का एक क्लब प्रोजेक्ट ऑलरेडी फेल कर चुका है. वो नीस को ओन करते हैं और नीस के साथ उनका जो, अगर मैं ओनरशिप टेन्योर देखूंगा, उतना फ्रूटफुल साबित नहीं हुआ. अगर आप नीस के फैंस से पूछोगे जाके, दे डू नॉट हैव एनीथिंग पॉजिटिव टू say about आपके इनियोस एंड सर जिम रैटक्लिफ के रिगार्डिंग। अब यहां पर आप इनके ब्लंडर्स की बात करोगे, दिस इज नॉट द फर्स्ट टाइम दीज पीपल आर मैनेजिंग अ क्लब, राइट? इन्होंने पूरे 6 महीने डैन एशवर्थ को चेस किया, फिर ये डैन एशवर्थ लेकर आए, उसके बाद इन्होंने क्या किया, इन्होंने डैन एशवर्थ को सैक कर दिया। फॉर व्हाट एग्जैक्टली? देयर इज अ पैटर्न एंड
Because
वी
he
नीड टू।
because he wanted to. He said we shouldn't change our manager into a different formation,
या
and he wanted
एग्जैक्टली।
to get Potter who Southgate.
हाँ, मतलब शायद वो साउथगेट को प्रेफर कर रहा था, बट वट एवर द रीजन वॉज, तो ये चीजें तो आपको पहले क्लियर करनी चाहिए थी ना कि भाई के व्हाट आर योर सजेशंस, व्हाट आर योर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, व्हाट इज वे ऑफ वर्किंग ऑन थिंग्स, एंड आर यू रेडी फॉर दिस बिग जॉब, आर यू रेडी फॉर दिस होल सीन? तो वहां पर बाद में 4 महीने काम करने के बाद आपको याद आता है, राइट आफ्टर अपॉइंटिंग रूबन एमरिम, तब आपको याद आता है कि नहीं भाई, डैन एशवर्थ इज नॉट द राइट गाय फॉर अस टू लीड द क्लब फॉरवर्ड, टू टेक द क्लब फॉरवर्ड। तो पता नहीं क्या मतलब सीन है। अब देखो अभी भी आई डू गेट इट कि ब्रायन एम्बेमो केस में टिपिकल है, चीजें थोड़ी सी टाइट हैं, हम फंड्स पे थोड़े से स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, बट देन अगेन sending that second bid after 20 days, I think we took a whole lot more time than we should have, and अभी भी चीजें क्लियर नहीं हुई हैं।
No, but
रूम
what? Sorry to cut you off. What is
या
worse is they literally told you how much we want.
एग्जैक्टली,
See,
आई
when they
मीन
don't tell you and there's room to negotiate, no, it's completely different from them telling you exactly how much they want.
आई थिंक इसको ना हम
And
एक डील से कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, दैट इज द जेडन सैंचो डील। द फर्स्ट ईयर दैट वी वर गोइंग आफ्टर जेडन सैंचो, डॉटमंड का क्लियर था, वी वांट 110 मिलियन यूरोज स्ट्रेट अप फ्रंट, with the add-ons you might add to it. United went with an offer of 105 and with no add-ons। पहले उन्होंने 85 प्लस 10 मिलियन का एड ऑन दिया, फिर उन्होंने 95 प्लस 10 मिलियन का एड ऑन दिया, फिर उन्होंने कहा कि 105 फिक्स मिलियन हम दे रहे हैं विद नो एड ऑन्स, एंड डॉटमंड सेड नहीं, हम नहीं करने वाले। अभी भी सेम चीज हो रही है यहाँ पे एम्बेमो के केस में, एंड आई थिंक वी नीड टू सॉर्ट दिस एज सून एज पॉसिबल। एंड अगेन दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी बिग इशू, एंड एज नेथन साइड की why we are so poor on offloading our players, the reason to that is the wage that we offer to our players. No other club in the world is offering those outrageous wages to substandard players or to average players or to players who have holds the potential to be world class, but in current scenario they are not world class level players, और वो चीज यूनाइटेड करती आ रही है। लेकिन आई होप अब ये चीजें बदलें। एम्बेमो आ रहा है, आई डोंट वांट एम्बेमो टू अर्न आउटरेजियस वेजेस, क्योंकि देखो अगर वो आ रहा है तो एक्सपेक्टेशन के साथ साथ प्रेशर भी लेकर आएगा अपने लिए और क्लब के लिए, क्योंकि हम ब्रायन एम्बेमो के लिए एक ऐसे टाइम में 65 मिलियन खर्च करने जा रहे हैं, 65 मिलियन पाउंड्स बाय द वे, not euros, this is 65 million pounds, and 65 million pound is a whole lot more money जो अभी हम अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं फॉर एनी पीपल, फॉर एनी प्लेयर। तो यहां पर एक्सपेक्टेशन होगी एंड द मीडिया विल बी रेडी टू ट्रोल, टू बुचर आपके यहां पर ब्रायन एम्बेमो। सो यूनाइटेड नीड टू मेक श्योर कि भाई प्री सीजन टूर से पहले कम से कम 3 साइनिंग्स तो हो हमारे पास, एंड तीसरी साइनिंग की अभी दूर दूर तक उम्मीद लग नहीं रही है कि कौन सी होगी, क्योंकि नाम भी नहीं है हमारे सामने। प्रोबेबली अगर कोई होती है तो वो हो सकता है एमी मार्टिनेज की साइनिंग हो, लेकिन वो साइनिंग करने से पहले आपको गोलकीपर पे डिसीजन तो लेना पड़ेगा ना, वेदर यू वांट टू गेट रिड ऑफ आंद्रे ओनाना और नॉट, बिकॉज जब तक आप आंद्रे ओनाना के ऊपर कॉल नहीं लोगे, हाउ वी आर सपोज टू साइन 2 नंबर 1s? पॉसिबल ही नहीं है भाई। कहाँ यार, ये तो भाई मुंह से मूंगफली नहीं टूट रही है, आप गांड से तरबूज तोड़ने की बात कर रहे हो, अखरोट भी नहीं, कहां से टूटेगा? कहां से आप डियो कोस्टा साइन करोगे? भाई वो 65 मिलियन प्लेयर का प्लेयर है, 65 मिलियन यूरोस का प्लेयर है। डू वी हैव 65 मिलियन टू स्पेंड ऑन अ गोलकीपर? आर वी इन अ पोजीशन टू इवन स्पेंड 65 मिलियन ऑन एनी प्लेयर अदर देन ब्रायन एम्बुएमो? एंड हम तो एम्बुएमो के केस में भी उतना पैसा खर्च करने के मूड में ही नहीं थे, तो कहां से भाई डियोगो कोस्टा? डियोगो कोस्टा इज नॉट समथिंग दैट वी कैन अचीव इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे। मार्क आंद्रे टर स्टेगन लिंक्ड विद चेल्सी, यार देखो टर स्टेगन इज अ गुड गोलकीपर, मैं यही बोलूंगा कि अगर हम यूनाइटेड में भी साइन करते हैं ठीक है, आई वोंट माइंड हैविंग मार्क आंद्रे टर स्टेगन, ही इज नॉट अ बैड गोलकीपर, ही इज नॉट द बेस्ट आउट देयर, but he's also not the worst. But Marc-Andre Ter Stegen is nothing more than 10-15 million player. He is on his way out, bhai. Barcelona is pushing him out of the club. How other clubs are supposed to pay 30 million for a goalkeeper जो कि प्लान्स छोड़ो टीम में ही नहीं है बिल्कुल भी दूर दूर तक. उसको तो स्क्वाड में भी नहीं रखेंगे जो 25 का स्क्वाड रहता है. एंड डिएगो लियोन जैन में साइन करा था. हाँ डिएगो लियोन थोड़ी ना. But again, Nathan, coming back to Arsenal, Arsenal are probably going to sign Benjamin Sesko. They've signed Norgard. They have signed Zubimendi as well. उसकी भी official announcement आनी बाकी है. And now they are going for Sesko. Is Arsenal capable of winning Premier League next season? Given the fact that Liverpool have upgraded their squad, Man City have upgraded their squad. Obviously, Arsenal are upgrading their squad. Out of the three, obviously, most of you will say that City are the favorites. But can Arsenal do it? Because this is going to be the sixth or seventh season, na? Seventh or eighth season है. कौन सा है? Seventh season. Seventh full season. Seventh full season.
Yeah, I think seven.
Seventh full season. So how many of you feel कि अच्छा okay cool
Christian
Mosquera.
Mosquera also. Yeah.
तो
Valencia, I think, center back.
yeah. So how many of you feel that Arsenal can be the team now finally after these many long years?
Honestly, I think they'll finish second again. I think Liverpool's signings are much more effective, to be honest. And watching Christian Norgard go to Arsenal, why couldn't we do that deal? We want a midfielder, right? 11 million. Bro, the thing is, no, there are deals to be made. We're just not looking. Like if we don't have 11 million, I just don't get like some of our reasoning no is really flawed. First we go, this is not the level of players we should buy, but Arsenal are buying it and they're second. Like there are deals to be done every single part of this market with every single team in every single league. The question is, are we going to do it or not? £9 million release clause for Wilfred and DD. Why not? How bad can it possibly get when you buy someone for £9 million? I see. Technically, Mbeumo has 2 years on the deal. Brentford was always going to extend his contract.
यार देखो इसमें ना हर्ष ये भी है डिफरेंस. अगर आप मेसन माउंट वाली साइनिंग से देखोगे, Mason Mount was not signing the new contract. Chelsea was not giving him the new contract after a certain point. He was injured for 18 months. Brian Mbeumo has scored 20 goals in Premier League, has registered 8 assists in the Premier League. उसका 28 रेशियो है गोल्स असिस्ट का प्रीवियस सीजन में प्रीमियर लीग के अंदर. ऑब्वियसली अगर एक सीजन में एक फॉरवर्ड सला हालैंड आपके ईसाक इनके बीच में रहकर 20 गोल्स स्कोर कर रहा है, तो जो पेरेंट क्लब है उसका वो उसको ऐसे प्राइस पे सेल करना चाहेगा जहां पर वो मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट अर्न कर पाए. तो व्हाट ब्रेंटफोर्ड आर डूइंग राइट नाउ, आई कंप्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड देयर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एज वेल, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट एवरी डे एक एवरेज टीम का बंदा या एक मिड टेबल या एक लोअर टीम का बंदा प्रीमियर लीग में 20 गोल स्कोर कर रहा है. तो ब्रायन एम्बेमो के इतने बनते हैं ऑनेस्टली बताऊं तो, क्योंकि एक तो एक साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफिशियल तौर पे बाकी और एक साल का एक्सटेंशन होके ट्रिगर होके 2 साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा उसका. तो 65 million pounds फॉर अ प्लेयर who has contributed 28 goals, I think it's a fair amount of deal. It is a fair amount of money. बाकी तो इन्फ्लेशन के चक्कर में बहुत सारे एवरेज प्लेयर्स भी आप देख रहे हो 80-90 मिलियन में बिके हैं, जिनका आधा सीजन भी अच्छा गया है वो भी बिके हैं इतने इतने प्राइस टैग पे जाके. तो एक प्लेयर जो कि आइवन टोनी के बाद और ज्यादा शाइन किया है प्रीमियर लीग में, स्पेशली फॉर ब्रेंटफोर्ड, became a leader of the team. I think they understand what valuation they hold and what true valuation does Brian Mbeumo holds in the market, today's market. Before this season ended, everyone was chasing and wanting Gyökeres, Barca, Arsenal, and United, but suddenly he isn't number one choice of anyone. Barca was never interested in Gyökeres, by the way. There was just rumors coming from the fans that they need Gyökeres. No
Because
official
they
source.
thought
Yeah.
Lewandowski will fall off. And
Yeah,
with regards to Arsenal, last year,
yeah,
last game of the season, Sesko's agent was sitting in the stadium.
yeah.
They were talking to Sesko last year as well. I'm sure.
ऑल्सो अगर आप देखोगे तो आर्सेनल और यूनाइटेड पिछले 2 साल से सेस्को के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हैं. बारसा के फैन बेस ने हल्ला मचाया था कि उनको गिकरेस चाहिए, गिकरेस चाहिए. नॉट अ सिंगल ऑफिशियल सोर्स और अ टियर वन सोर्स रिपोर्टेड दैट बार्सिलोना रियली कंसिडरिंग विक्टर गिकरेस. तो इट वाज नथिंग बट एक वो होप फ्रॉम फैन साइड कि उनको एक यूरोप का वो गोल स्कोरर मिल जाएगा जो अभी कंपीट कर रहा है alongside मोहम्मद साला एंड किलियन एम्बापे. दैट वाज द होल सिनेरियो. अगर आप बाकी चीजों पे देखोगे तो आर्सेनल वर ऑलवेज very much focused on Benjamin Sesko other than Victor Gyökeres. So was United, but only until Eric Ten Hag. Since Eric Ten Hag left the club, I don't think उसके बाद से हमारे लिंक्स आए हैं बेंजामिन सेस्को से, सही बताऊं तो अगर अभी मैं देखूं तो ओनली एंड ओनली विक्टर गेकरेस इज द रियल ऑप्शन फॉर यूनाइटेड, अगर मैं रिपोर्ट्स की बात करूं, और ह्यूगो एकिटिके. इन दोनों में से और कोई अभी लिंक नहीं हो रहा है. यूनाइटेड नीड टू हैव अ नंबर 9. हम एम्बेमो के बाद भी एक नंबर 9 हमको लाना पड़ेगा अगर हम हॉयलैंड के ऊपर कोई कॉल ले रहे हैं. इफ वी आर नॉट basically making Hoyland leave on a loan or on a permanent basis, then we should not sign a number 9. The reason for that is क्योंकि हम हॉयलैंड के वेजेस भी पे करेंगे, हॉयलैंड हमारे लिए अवेलेबल भी रहेगा, प्लस यहाँ पर बेंच पे बिठा के 200 के पर वीक देने का कोई सवाल पैदा नहीं होता. दूसरी चीज यहाँ पर आपके पास अदर एरियाज भी हैं यहाँ पर इनपुट बेसिकली देने के लिए और प्लेयर साइन करने के लिए, तो हमें वो पोजीशंस पहले एड्रेस करनी पड़ेंगी अगर हम हॉयलैंड के ऊपर कॉल नहीं ले पा रहे हैं तो. व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट इट?
Yeah, I agree. I told you, right? If we don't get a striker, I'd be okay with it. We send Obi on loan and we alternate the duties between Cunha and Mbeumo. Play Bruno for in the 10 and try to actually get a double pivot midfielder if we can't get a striker. And that's why I was talking about Norgard. Someone in the chat said we're looking for not we're not looking for squad players, we're looking for first teamers, and this is our problem. Christian Norgard is the captain of Brentford. He's a squad player in our team who finished below him. How is he a squad player in our team that finished below him? Ruben Amarim's
Obviously.
old player, Manuel Ugarte, can't even get into the team regularly. That was his player from Sporting. They are playing Bruno deeper because he does not want to play Ugarte with Casemiro. And you're telling me Norgard can't get into our team while we are playing Bruno out of position. Interesting.
ऑब्वियसली. यार ऋतिक, अभी तो देखो कोई अपडेट नहीं है. कल रात में एक जरूर अपडेट आया दैट विक्टर गिकरेस इज रेडी टू जॉइन मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. इट्स नॉट अबाउट व्हाट ही वांट्स, इट्स अबाउट व्हिच क्लब वांट्स हिम. यूनाइटेड इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे आर हेल्पलेस एंड होपलेस बिकॉज देयर आर नॉट मच ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट जो कि हमें उस प्राइस ब्रैकेट के अंदर मिल जाएंगे फॉर द नंबर 9 पोजीशन. ईदर इट हैज टू बी विक्टर गिकरेस, और अगर हम नेगोशिएट करके एंट्रैक फ्रैंकफर्ट पर थोड़ा नीचे लेकर आ पाए समथिंग अराउंड 65 टू 75 के बीच की रेंज में अगर हम ह्यूगो एकिटिके की डील की पे साइन कर पाते हैं. बट अगेन देन मटेटा इज देयर अवेलेबल, देन वीसा इज आल्सो देयर अवेलेबल. व्हाई वी आर नॉट एक्सप्लोरिंग दोज ऑप्शंस एज वेल. बट हाँ, क्योंकि नॉर्गार्ड सेल कर दिया है और अब अगर ये एम्बेमो से भी सेल कर देंगे तो फिर वीसा तो सेल नहीं करेगी ब्रेंटफोर्ड एक अच्छे प्राइस पे. दे विल डिमांड एक अनरियल प्राइस फॉर वीसा. मटेटा इज समबडी जो कि शायद हम पहले से खींच पाए, तो उसके लिए शायद हम ट्राई करें. बट अभी तक कोई लिंक्स तो आई नहीं हमें हमारे मटेटा से भी, तो वो भी एक सीन है. जैसे बारसा को ही अगर आप देखो, बारसा ने पहले वो साइनिंग्स कंप्लीट की जिनके रिगार्डिंग उनके सामने कंपटीशन बाद में रेज हो सकता था. जब तक रेज नहीं हुआ, बारसा ने सोचा कि भाई जल्दी से इनको रैप अप करते हैं. जैसे कि आपके रूनी, जो भी उसका पूरा नाम है, बगदाली है, जो भी है, बगदाई है, जो भी नाम है उसका, ठीक है, आई डोंट नो द करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन. ही जस्ट कॉस्टेड देम 2.1 मिलियन या 2 मिलियन. भाई क्या ब्रिलियंट उन्होंने डील की है. देन दे गॉट जॉन गार्सिया एज वेल. कितने मिलियन का रिलीज क्लॉज है उसका, 35 मिलियन का या
25.
25, हाँ शायद कुछ 35 या 25 मिलियन का रिलीज क्लॉज है उसका. तो उसका रिलीज क्लॉज इन्होंने ट्रिगर किया. फिर अभी वो एक्सप्लोर करे निको विलियम्स की डील जिससे उन्होंने प्री कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पहले ही कर लिया है, विच इज ग्रेट आई फील. तो यही है एक चीज भाई यहाँ पे कि इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे यूनाइटेड को भी अपने ट्रांसफर टारगेट्स को ऐसे ही डील करना है और करना भी चाहिए. कनेक्ट, थैंक यू सो मच यार फॉर द कंट्रीब्यूशन. लॉट्स ऑफ लव टू यू मेरे भाई. व्हेन यू स्पेंड मनी अंडर ग्लेजर्स, देयर आर यूज्ड टू be not much to do in the market. Right now you have so many players, but somehow you can't spend anything. The point of difference here is Kanish, अगर if you look closely, तो उस टाइम ड्यूरेशन में यूनाइटेड वाज ऑलवेज अ रेगुलर टॉप 4 साइड या टॉप 6 साइड. इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे वी आर सिटिंग ऑन 15th पोजीशन. We have so much loan on our head and this current management is not ready to basically waive off that loan, क्योंकि वो ओनरशिप चेंज होने के बाद भी डेट जो है ट्रांसफर नहीं करना चाहते हैं, राइट. अगेन अगर आप देखोगे तो रियल मैड्रिड ने जिस तरीके से अपनी बुक्स मैनेज की हैं, उन्होंने यंग प्लेयर्स साइन किए बहुत अर्ली एज में, इसीलिए उनका आज के प्रोजेक्ट अगर आप देखोगे उनके पास ऑलरेडी अब 23-24 साल के बंदे बैठे हुए हैं, जहां पर वो बहुत इजीली अपना स्क्वाड बिल्ड कर पा रहे हैं. उनको 3-4 साइनिंग की जरूरत है. यूनाइटेड ऑन दी अदर हैंड अगर हम देखें तो आप 27-28 साल के प्लेयर्स के ऊपर इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हो, 2 साल वो आपके क्लब में रहते हैं, जब उनका पीक आना चाहिए तब वो डिरेल कर जाते हैं अपने फॉर्म पे, एंड देन यू हैव टू गेट रिड ऑफ दोस प्लेयर्स. और क्योंकि आप उनको इस एज ब्रैकेट पे साइन करते हो तो आपको सैलरी भी अच्छी खासी देनी पड़ती है. इट इज अगेन वही फुटबॉल हेरिटेज वाली बात है. इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्रॉम द पास्ट, जो जोसे मूरिन्हो की फेवरेट लाइन थी, इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्रॉम द पास्ट आप कैसे हैंडल कर रहे हो, राइट. तो अब आपने यहां पर एक स्टेप लिया है कि आप वेज कैप लगाओगे प्लेयर्स के ऊपर, आप यहां पर नहीं ज्यादा आउटरेजियस वेजेस ऑफर करोगे अपने प्लेयर्स को, विच इज व्हाट आई वांट टू सी फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट. एंड अगेन मैंने ये चीज लास्ट टाइम भी बोली थी, मैं अभी भी बोलूंगा, आई एम रेडी टू सफर फॉर वन मोर सीजन, नॉट द काइंड ऑफ सफरिंग दैट वी हैव सफर्ड इस साल में कि 15 फिनिश कर गए, बट आई वोंट माइंड फिनिशिंग 7th और 8th, अगर वो 7th और 8th फिनिश करने के बाद हम अपने बेसिकली स्क्वाड को बेटर कर पाएं, हम अपने वेज बिल को बेटर कर पाएं, और फिर हम एक ऐसा स्क्वाड बिल्ड कर पाएं जो नेक्स्ट ईयर से कॉम्पिटिटिव हो जाए. दैट्स व्हाट आई नीड फ्रॉम माय क्लब. बाकी तो देखो आउटगोइंग का तो दूर दूर तक कोई नामो निशान नहीं है. जितनी भी आउटगोइंग्स की न्यूज सुनो वो यही बताते हैं कि भाई ये नहीं हो पा रहा, वो नहीं हो पा रहा, दिस प्लेयर इज डिमांडिंग दीज मेनी वेजेस. अब वहां पर टर्किश क्लब्स आर रेडी टू पे दोज वेजेस टू जेडन सैंचो, बट सैंचो को एक यूरोप के टॉप 5 क्लब्स में खेलना है या यूरोप के टॉप 5 लीग्स में खेलना है. अब कोई भी भाई जेडन सैंचो जैसे प्लेयर को नहीं देने वाला वो वेजेस जो हमने दिए हैं. सिंपल एज दैट. बाय द वे भाई, डब्ल्यूज हो जाए इन द चैट फॉर हर्षित एंड फॉर अंकुश. थैंक यू सो मच हर्षित भाई फॉर गिफ्टिंग 5 मेंबरशिप्स भाई. एक बार डब्ल्यूज स्पैम कर दो फॉर हर्षित एंड ऑल्सो फॉर अंकुश एज वेल फॉर गिफ्टिंग द मेंबरशिप. थैंक यू सो मच अंकुश. एंड निखिल ने 33 महीने पूरे कर लिए हैं, विच इज क्रेजी. वी विल विन प्रीमियर लीग नेक्स्ट सीजन, लेट्स गो. अरे भाई, वो मार्क गोल्बिच की एक वीडियो वायरल हुई है, उसमें किसी ने उससे सुपर चैट करके बोला है कि वी आर विनिंग प्रीमियर लीग नेक्स्ट सीजन. उसने बोला दिस इज नॉट, हाँ सॉरी, क्या कुछ तो बोला था, फीलिंग, पता नहीं क्या कुछ बोला था. तो उसने बोला दिस इज नॉट अ फीलिंग, दिस इज अ मेंटल इशू, हेल्थ इशू. तो दिस इज निखिल अ मेंटल हेल्थ इशू इफ यू बिलीव दैट वी कैन विन प्रीमियर लीग नेक्स्ट सीजन. आयुष लाला भाई, थैंक यू सो मच यार फॉर द कंट्रीब्यूशन, लॉट्स ऑफ लव टू यू मैन. सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल गाइस. एंड कैसे हो भाई लोग? मैं बढ़िया हूं. मिलोस करकेज, उससे पहले फ्लोरियन वर्थ, उससे पहले जेरेमी फ्रिंगपोंग, और अब मार्गी, और अब अलेक्जेंडर ईसा. कितनी साइनिंग्स लेकर कहां जाओगे यार? लाला भाई रुक जाओ यार थोड़ा, बहुत पीछे रह जाएंगे हम. We are winning PL this season, just like how Punjab was winning IPL this season, Ankush. Hai? Just like how United were winning the Europa League against Spurs. Oh my God. Thoughts on Christian Mosquera, Spanish defender? Now we are chasing him. Could be a good addition. You've already got two absolute monsters, Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. तो हाँ मतलब it's good to have multiple options. सही है वो. But what about you, Nathan? Any centre back you have in mind that we should go for?
Well, I was hoping we'd go for Gonzalo Inacio, but at the rate we are moving right now, I think it's just better to get a pivot midfielder. I think we have enough. Don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we have enough defense for one more season. We need a pivot midfielder if we don't buy a striker, because I want Bruno to play in the 10. And this Amarim playing him, another thing I don't like when Amarim plays him deep is that Bruno's not the quickest person. He's better. He's better free roaming and trying to defend other people's mistakes if you have to go wide or on the upper half of the pitch. putting him in the double pivot with Casemiro are not exactly fast. It is also quite detrimental to us. Like I would really prefer if we just go for a pivot midfielder. That's why this Norgard thing really took me for a shock. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Ben Jacobs that day said we could be looking into NDD. Everyone is saying NDD is relegated. This I'm like, you
Zai
all
Emery
can't
के साथ भी
complain.
links आ
We
रहे हैं, by
don't
the
have.
way.
Bro, Zaire come on, man. We can't even get Mbeumo on time, bro. Zaire Emery will get in September. Let's be
Yeah.
real. Like just go for regular players, man. We need squad depth. Also, some
Hmm.
we need squad depth. Forget starters. We need depth in the last 3 seasons. We
Hmm.
have been so injury prone. Like I don't understand. Even if they are not a starter, why can't we still buy them? Like people are saying we only have one game a week. I'm like, so if we get injuries and we have no players, then what? It's still one game a week we lose, right? Like, or we
Hmm.
don't lose it because it's one game. So
Hmm. Hmm.
Nougat really, and I've been very open on this channel. I've spoken very highly of Thomas Frank and Brentford. Wherever
Yeah.
I've gone, I've said very nice things.
Yeah.
What they've lost their captain, they've lost their coach, and they've lost their star player in a span of a month.
Yeah.
Like this is the right time to ransack Brentford. You want Ethan Pinnock, get Ethan Pinnock. You want Nathan Collins, get Nathan. If you want to play a back three, get one of them. Brentford play a back three, get somebody.
Hmm.
How if Brentford is selling their captain and their captain's only 31, it's not like he's 35. They're selling
Yeah.
him for 11 million. Surely we can get some good deals. Surely.
Hmm. Sure. I think देखो Pinnock is I think is will be a fantastic addition. But point वही है ना कि is Brentford ready to let go of everybody? Are they in a position to have such a window where they can earn most money but will also lose their relevancy and might get relegated the very next season? I don't think they
And
are
look
ready for
for
that.
the third time they have promoted internally.
Yeah.
The free kick coach has become the head coach. Like,
Yeah.
dude, every club is managing what they have. Only we go, we have shit players.
Mm-hmm.
The manager can't train these players. They're terrible. Everybody is managing with what they have. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
next this year with no Tony and no Mbeumo, if Brentford still finish above 15th place, then like we need to make do with what we have here. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. At some point of time, you have to make do with what we have. It's getting to that point now where people we don't want in this club now are going to go on the pre-season tour. Guarantee. People we don't want to even be in the club will be on that jet to America. Because if you don't take them on that jet to America, now you're further reducing their prices. And Ruben Amorim and the respective players, everybody knows which players those are. They have already done enough damage with in terms of reducing the pay. Let's not make it worse when everyone does not make the trip to the preseason.
Hmm.
So just buy what we need to buy. And if you, for example, if you buy NDD at 9 million, he
Hmm.
flops next year, but we are somehow in Europe. Let's say we are even in the Conference League.
Yeah.
We have enough money to
Yeah.
actually get rid of Willie and Didi and get another player because 9 million and you sign him to a 5-year contract at even 40K. You are paying him 10 million for the 5-year contract. You can pay him off even if you want.
Hmm.
But these kind of deals we have to go for. Yeah, we cannot turn our nose up to it. We are waiting for 60 million deals when we know we every week we say we don't have money on top of that. So we are waiting for the 60 million deal and we also don't have money. How is it possible? You have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose what your battles this season. For me, a double pivot, I don't care about Onana, dude. I didn't want Onana. I would take David Dea. I would carry David Dea on my back from Italy and take him to England. And no matter what anyone says, no,
Move
they
on.
cannot.
Move on. Move on. Move
No,
on.
no, but
Move
what
on.
I'm trying to say is this is our
Yeah.
problem. We think the shiny new toy is better. The shiny new toy is not necessarily better.
I
Now every
understand,
now
but I
everyone
think
wants
we
to
need
get
to
rid
move
of
on.
Onana, but we don't got no money because we decided to break the bank for the new shiny toy. Now we don't have
Hmm.
money for a newer shiny toy.
Hmm.
So
Nee,
this is my
I do
problem. You
understand,
have
Nathan,
also one
but
more thing. You
yeah,
know that we might be selling Collier and Dan Gore, right? Which means
yeah,
those are actual players in a position we need. We might be selling
yeah.
those players away. So we will have no one in the midfield. It will be really tough.
आई थिंक वी हैव गॉट इनफ ऑप्शंस इन द मिडफील्ड एंड अगर हम इनको बेच रहे हैं ना डेफिनेटली वी आर गोइंग टू साइन समबडी क्योंकि अगर आप दो अपने मिडफील्डर्स हटा रहे हो और कैसेमीरो के भी लिंक्स हैं दैट ही माइट आल्सो लीव आई थिंक वी आर गेटिंग समबडी वी आर गेटिंग समबडी
Well, hope, but
फॉर
are we going
श्योर
to get them preseason? Bro, Nana ain't even shiny. Aditya is saying not this debate again. Amlan is saying move on, bro. No, not move on. We are making the same mistakes, guys. You all are not paying attention. We are making the same mistake every year. Onana and David De Gea are just names of players. We are
हम्म
making the same mistakes every year. You're missing my point. I already told Mohawk very clearly. I'm very happy he got a new 3-year deal at Fiorentina. But we are,
हम्म
that doesn't change the fact that we are making the same. I sat here, Amlan. I'm pretty sure Amlan and Aditya were here that day. I told you when Ten Hag came, what was the first? What was the first move we made? We got rid of the
हम्म
goalkeeper. What is Amarim's first move? He's trying to make now. He's trying to get rid of the goalkeeper. We are making the same mistakes again and again. It's not Amarim's fault that he wants a new goalkeeper. Just so I'm clear. But I'm saying we are doing the same thing again and again. It's really an issue. We are actually making the same mistake again and again, and we're expecting different results, which is well, normally they say it's the definition of insanity, but let's just for simple words say we are doing the wrong thing.
हम्म
So my
इस
thing
पर
is we are making the same mistake again and again, and we are getting frustrated. But to me, it seems like I don't even know how we can get frustrated when we are making the same
हम्म
decision wrong again. So
देखो ये जो अंकित का आया है ना कमेंट इस पर मैं ये बोलूंगा कि द प्लेयर दैट वी कैन यूज अगर हम इफ वी आर एक्चुअली थिंकिंग अबाउट गेटिंग अ सेंटर बैक ऑफ एरिक्सन्स क्वालिटी और एरिक्सन्स कैलिबर आई थिंक फिर हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि हम रैशफोर्ड को किस तरीके से इस डील में यूज कर सकते हैं ठीक है रैशफोर्ड को बार्सिलोना परमानेंट बेसिस पे साइन नहीं करेगी दैट इज अ क्लियर थिंग क्योंकि इफ दे आर गेटिंग निको विलियम्स दे हैव ऑलरेडी गॉट रफीनिया दे आर नॉट सेलिंग यहाँ पर आपका फेरान टोरेज एंड दे हैव गॉट लामिन यमाल वेयर डू दे एग्जैक्टली पुट मार्कस रैशफोर्ड ऑन द पिच
he
अगर
might
वो
be he might be number 9 backup. Who is their backup striker actually? I actually
इट्स
don't know.
फेरान फेरान
Some
फेरान टोरेस फेरान
Fernando.
टोरेस फेरान टोरेस अरे एरिक्सन नहीं क्रिस्टेंसन 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 एरिक्सन बोल दिया मैंने सॉरी तो रैशफोर्ड के केस में यही है कि अगर हम क्रिस्टेंसन लेकर आ रहे हैं तो फिर हम कहीं ना कहीं रैशफोर्ड को उस डील में यूज करके और थोड़ा उनसे पैसा डिमांड करके फाइनल कर सकते हैं चीज़ें बट मेरे हिसाब से बार्सिलोना इस डील को एंटरटेन करेगी नहीं बिकॉज वो रैशफोर्ड को परमानेंट बेसिस पे साइन ही क्यों करेंगे प्रॉब्लम ये है ना तो आई डोंट थिंक वो चीज़ होगी बट हाँ एरिक्सन एज एन ऑप्शन will be a very very good option for us because he can play as a center defensive midfield he's a proper center back as well and back three में वो कॉन्टे के अंडर खेला है वो कॉन्टे के अंडर भी खेला है और वो टूकल के अंडर भी खेला है बैक थ्री फॉर्मेशन में तो आई थिंक वो एक चीज़ पॉसिबल है ऑल्सो कोबी मेनो के फ्यूचर को लेकर भी हमें कॉल लेना पड़ेगा भाई कि वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन कर रहा है नहीं
No,
कर
if
रहा
he
है क्या
doesn't sign
सीन
the
है
contract, don't we have to sell him by July?
Absolutely, we have to. If he's not selling the, मतलब signing the new contract, तो विल हैव टू अरे एरिक्सन बोल दिया होगा यार क्या तुम लोग शब्दों पे पकड़ रहे हो इट इज क्रिस्टनसन नॉट एरिक्सन मैंने क्रिश्चियन एरिक्सन बोल दिया क्रिस्टनसन की जगह बट हाँ
Um,
हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट कोबी मेनो एवरीबडी इन द चैट क्योंकि देखो कोबी मेनो इज समबडी हु होल्ड्स अ वेरी ब्राइट फ्यूचर एंड हम ऐसे हर प्लेयर के ऊपर गिव अप नहीं कर सकते बट एक वो और चीज है कि भाई प्लेयर कितना कमिटेड है क्लब के प्रोजेक्ट से प्लेयर कितना काम करना चाहता है प्लेयर यहाँ पर अपनी ग्रोथ के साथ साथ क्लब की ग्रोथ के बारे में सोच रहा है इफ इट्स नॉट रिलेटेड टू मनी बिकॉज फिर कोबी मेनो में और जेडन सैंचो में फर्क क्या है सिर्फ एक ही फर्क है ना दैट वन इज कमिंग थ्रू द अकेडमी एंड वन इज नॉट
the other one is that we like one of them. We don't like one of them.
सी अगेन बात वही है नेथन की दैट्स हाउ वी सी इट बिकॉज we know that Kobe is our lad. Kobe has came through the academy and Kobe has shown that great determination to play for the club. He wants to succeed at the club. But 200K per week is insane and no, he doesn't deserve it.
Doesn't.
No way he doesn't deserve it.
Doesn't deserve. No, see the thing. See another issue now with unfortunately with Kobe Menu is I
He's a
don't know if you
player.
have I don't know if you have an app or anything, or someone can tell us exactly how much game time he has missed in the last 2 years. I don't want
Hmm.
to say the word dash prone. I don't want to put it out
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
at 20 years old, he's missed
Huh? He's
a
missed a lot
bit.
of,
He's
a
missed. Again, I don't want to jinx it.
lot more
He's
games,
missed
man.
decent. Yeah.
Yeah, he has
So
he's missed a lot, Wage.
and this is kind of why I defended Garnacho, which we will not be talking about today,
No,
just for
I
the
don't want
record.
to. No, I
No, no,
don't
I don't
want
want to
to.
talk about. I don't want to talk about it either. But
Yeah,
you remember, right?
yeah,
My original point was the injury-prone players
yeah,
should go,
yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
people.
The
Anyway, but anyway,
availability, the
yeah,
availability.
yeah, of course, yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm worried about injuries first and
yeah.
foremost. So so I think I don't understand why is he just not putting him with Ugarte. Let us see
Hmm.
him in the double pivot. Push Bruno at front. You don't have money for a striker. I know you want Gyökeres. Use Cunha. Adapt with the players we have. Next year we go again. We buy a centre back, buy a wing back, buy a striker.
Yeah.
Like we have see, no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone says, we are first of all
Hmm.
not going to get all our players, and second of all, he is going to have to manage and coach them whether he thinks they're rubbish or not. He
Yeah.
cannot avoid it this season. He could avoid it because he came in November. He cannot avoid it when everyone comes back on July 7th. Because someone asked earlier today, just now a few minutes ago, why are we not focusing on also? Yeah, Raj is saying it just below. Why are
Hmm.
we not able to train planers? We can't get rid of all the planers. We have to train them, which is, of course, there is some point to that. Some of these players are beyond training simply because they are much older, Raj. You cannot get Casemiro to change the way he plays at his age. You cannot get certain players to change the way they play now. But we have enough young people, and we have spent the last year buying a lot of young people that we can actually manage those players to train and play better in the positions Ruben Amorim wants them for at the moment. And we are going to have to do that because we are not going to get all our players. I don't want you
Hmm.
guys in the chat once the season starts next season getting frustrated. These players are shit. They're useless. We have to train these players. We cannot get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
You know that. I know that. We can't even buy players. Forget get rid of them. So
Hmm.
we need to have a pragmatic approach next season. Whatever we have, as soon as the transfer window closes, Ruben Amorim's job is to train these people to play how he wants them to play. Even if they suck, no, they have to play the way he wants to play. He has to
Yeah.
train them. He has
Yeah.
to manage them properly. He cannot say my 60-year-old goalkeeping coach is better than. He cannot do that. We'll be selling all our players at a loss. He also needs to calm down. I know he also looked very frustrated in his speech after the game season was over. He looked frustrated and he looked very relieved. He looked relieved. He was like, once the speech was done, no, he gave the mic and he wanted to run. If he didn't have to do the circle to thank everyone, no, I think he would have run every game afterwards. Anyway, he runs back. I think he also would have run back after the speech. Even. Now he's gotten a break. He doesn't have to see some of these players for a good 2-3 weeks. He's gotten a break from the players even. Come back with renewed energy and let's see what we can do. Because I am sure he's keeping an eye on our. I'm sure he knows how our transfers are going, and I'm sure he's not happy. He's just going to
Nobody is
have to
happy.
manage.
No, nobody
Nobody's
will be
happy,
happy.
but he's in that direct under the pump.
Yeah.
Everyone, all eyes are on him, basically. So he's going to be really frustrated at what's going on. He has to just adapt. It's impossible. It just
Oh
needs
my
to be
God.
done.
Oh, bhai saab. What the hell is this comment? अबे यार तुम लोग भाई क्या oh man fuck
What
off
a name, also.
fuck off bhai fuck off and Nirvan, thank you so much for the contribution. Why do you think we are able to sell our players? Also love Nathan and Mohawk streams, go to duo. Thank you so much Nirvan. uh Unable to sell players, the first and the foremost thing is the unreal wages that we pay to our players. No club in Premier League is paying an average player 200, 250, 175k per week. And we are paying 350, 325, 275, 250, 225, 200k per week. वो भी उन प्लेयर्स को जो इतने इंजरी प्रोन रहे हैं. सो दैट इज द ह्यूज इशू विद यूनाइटेड. इसीलिए तुमने देखा होगा कि बाकी क्लब्स जो जैसे लिवरपूल की बात करें, Jarrell Konzo getting sold for 30 million pounds with a 5 million add-on, एंड हम यहाँ पर भैंचोद गर्नाचो जिसने लिटरली 21 गोल्स असिस्ट दिए उसको हम सोच रहे हैं कि हम 50 में बेच पाएंगे, नहीं बेच पाएंगे, जबकि कॉन्जवा ने इतने मैचेस खेले भी नहीं है पिछले साल में, 2 सालों में मिला के जितने गर्नाचो ने पिछले सीजन ही खेल लिया अगर देखा जाए तो, एंड गोल रिटर्न्स भी हैं. दैट इज द क्रेजी थिंग, क्योंकि अगेन बकचोदी वही है कि प्रीमियर लीग के अगर पर्सपेक्टिव से देखोगे तो यूनाइटेड के वो वेजेस मैच करने के लायक कोई और क्लब है नहीं, तो उनको क्या करना पड़ता है कि भाई वेजेस तुम पे कर दो, अगर तुम सैलरी मैच कर दोगे तुम हमें कम पे करोगे चलेगा, बट जस्ट लेट अस हैव यू नो लेट हैव दिस सिचुएशन जहां पर हमारे पास उन प्लेयर्स का हेडेक नहीं होगा. वो एक चीज है जो हम हमेशा इतने सालों से बर्दाश्त करते आ रहे हैं, और होपफुली अब ये इस साल के बाद हमें नहीं झेलनी पड़ेगी, बिकॉज इस मैनेजमेंट के अंदर जिन लोगों को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स मिले हैं उनके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स उस हाई लेवल वेज स्ट्रक्चर पे नहीं है. दैट वी कैन एग्री अपॉन. बट हाँ, अगेन जैसे अगर मैं रैशफोर्ड की डील पे आऊं, विच क्लब अदर देन बार्सिलोना डू यू गाइस थिंक, एंड who मतलब Nathan thinks that can get Rashford on board, and that too on a permanent basis, if there is anyone?
I think the perfect club he should go to is AS Monaco because Thierry Henry's is
Pogba.
idle. No, Thierry Henry's is idle. He can look like a clown with all those clothes he wears because Monaco loves people that look like that. I don't know. I live in Goa. Banyan and shorts is fine for me. I don't like to play fancy dress with my life. So
हाँ.
Monaco is great for him. He can start doing the handshakes with Pogba again.
हम्म, हम्म, हम्म,
Relive retro celebrations.
हम्म,
FIFA will be great next season. Um,
हम्म,
but honestly, see, I'll say I'll defend. I don't want to defend anyone from our club. Yeah, I have to be. The word defend only is disgusting to say.
हम्म,
The I will say one thing. A lot of people are asking why we aren't selling our players, and
हम्म,
I'm going to be a little positive here and say, uh, I have a feeling everybody is trying.
yeah.
Uh, I feel like everybody is trying to get as much money from all these players as possible. Now
हम्म,
there is no way to prove that because we have no links to anybody to get
हम्म.
rid of. But I have a feeling that they are trying their best to get max money.
But
This
is
is
it
my
possible
hope.
to get the max money
It's
from these
it's
players?
it's only possible to get max money from Garnacho.
Hmm.
We'll break even on Anthony.
Yeah.
I will break Sancho's. Can't say that. Never mind. Uh, and we obviously will get some. See, the thing is, I'm telling you right now, we have to sell Rashford. We have to sell Rashford for 20 million. You want him actually gone? We have to sell him for 20 million, and we have to take the 20 million pure profit. That
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. If you say 20 million, no, tomorrow he's sold.
Hmm,
It's
hmm,
not
hmm.
our problem who buys him, but he'll be sold tomorrow. The
Yeah.
thing is, we want 40 million. Na? Like I'm saying, we want max profit, which I obviously understand. But at the same time, if you're just going to, it's almost July now. If he is on that plane for preseason, it's going to get messy. It's just going to be messy. The environment is going to be terrible. Who knows
Hmm,
how much training will get done? Because we are talking about Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford. I mean, Anthony is harmless. Yeah. By all accounts, he seems to be more professional than most of our players. And Anthony, all in the plane together.
hmm,
And if there are pictures of them training separately, bro, you might as well just give them the car keys and just tell them to go. Because it cannot possibly get any cheaper than what we are currently trying to sell our players for. We might as well just give people our players. Because I have a feeling Amarim's going to make them train separately. I don't know why. I already feel like he's going to
and it
make
should
all
be
of them
done.
train separate.
And I think it
Yeah,
should
but
be
but
done.
that does not benefit us no more. Then everyone in the chat
Nothing.
is going, how do we sell these players? How do
See,
we sell
Nathan.
these players then?
Nathan, I think it's pretty much clear that the club is not ready to give them another chance. The players themselves have made it very clear that they don't want to be part of the club. Garnacho wearing that Rashford jersey, Rashford commenting, "My bro." बहन के लाइन तो अभी 2 महीने पहले तेरे ऑन्ट्राज जो है उसको वन अभी रोनाल्डो बोल रहे थे, तुम अब बहन चो वहां पे सोशल मीडिया पे बकचोदी कर रहे हो, ये ज्ञान का पाठ पढ़ा रहे हो. So I think it's quite clear. Only and only player that I would tolerate in the club is Anthony, and that surprises me because he
Yeah.
was the player that
We all wanted to get rid of after
yeah,
two
yeah,
seasons.
absolutely. And Garnacho was the last one on the list, to be very, very
Sancho
fair.
might get tolerated because he was not here when
Oh, fuck off,
Amorim came in.
Nathan.
No,
Fuck
no, no, no,
off,
no, no,
Nathan.
no, no,
Fuck
no, no,
off.
no. I don't want him here.
Nine.
But he does not actually have an issue with Amorim. You have to look at it like that. Even in fairness to Amorim, Amorim actually doesn't want two of those players. He would happily get rid of all four of those players, but he actually doesn't want two of them. Guarantee. Tomorrow, if you give him
He
20 million,
doesn't,
he'll
but
probably take both for 20 million. He'll take them both to get out. He'll be
yeah,
getting
again,
players from
see,
Braga.
again, I would say this. It's not about running the agenda, Ashish bhai. Grow up and have some common sense. I don't know which club you support or which club you
Also,
grew up
Ashish,
watching.
in fairness to Mohak, literally everyone in the chat also doesn't want
Yeah,
Garnacho and Rashford,
absolutely. Uh,
including me. It might surprise some people, but including me even.
I mean, see, if you have this, that I have an agenda, I do have an agenda because I want the betterment of the club. Simple as that. You being an outsider, you being not the supporter of Manchester United, not being the fan of Manchester United, can have anything that you want to say. But this is not an agenda. You, even if you ask the neutrals for that matter, they won't also tolerate a player like Rashford or a player like Garnacho's attitude at the club. After losing a final, if a player is worried about his game time, not about the loss that he has just suffered few minutes ago, then you know कि आप किन पर्सनैलिटी से डील कर रहे हो अपने क्लब के अंदर. एंड अगेन रैशफोर्ड के केस में शायद बायर्न म्यूनिख इंटरेस्टेड हो, विच आई डू एग्री. बहुत सारे लोगों ने यहाँ पर ये बायर्न म्यूनिख का नाम लिखा था दैट बायर्न म्यूनिख कुड बी एन ऑप्शन बिकॉज अगर वो निको विलियम्स से मिस आउट कर रहे हैं, वो ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर लिरोय साने खो
But
चुके हैं.
isn't like
रैशफोर्ड को
Sane is going or something, right?
Sane is going, na? Sane is going to
Sane is going.
Galatasaray. He's going to Galatasaray. And भाई
Just
साने
don't,
को कितनी गाली,
just don't.
by the way साने को कितनी गाली पड़ी है ऑनलाइन. ओ माय गॉड, साने was pathetic अभी बेंफिका के अगेंस्ट.
I was doing the live. I was doing the live. I mean,
अच्छा, मैं तो देखा नहीं, मैं तो बस उसके स्निपेट्स देखे, मैंने बस स्टेटमेंट्स देखे. सो पीपल वर सेइंग माने वाज राइट ऑल अलोंग बिकॉज माने पंच साने ना ट्रेनिंग में. माने ने मुक्के मुक्के मार दिए थे, साने को थप्पड़ अप्पड़ मार दिया था. लोग बोल रहे थे कि Mane was right all along, and Bayern did not do justice with Mane because they took the side of Leroy Sané उस सीन में. तो मतलब इट्स क्रेजी. एंड ईशान इज सिंह, भैया एक डाउट है, अगर कोई फैन नहीं आपको ये बोलता है कि येडन बैंचो को एक और चांस मिलना चाहिए इन यूनाइटेड, तो आप क्या बोलोगे उसको एक्सेप्ट माँ बहन की गाली? मैंने अभी बोला ना नेथन को, फक ऑफ नेथन. नेथन वाज सेइंग कि आई
no,
वुडंट माइंड
but
गिविंग वन.
I see. Listen, I no, not I.
या
I'm saying at the time Amarim came in, no, technically Sancho does not have any quote unquote, as the kids like to say,
या
beef with Ruben Amarim. So for me, if you would say, if you go to Ruben Amarim tomorrow and go, Ruben, I'm giving you 20 million for both Garnacho and Rashford, you say thank you and he'll say bye bye. He won't even say 20 for each. He'll say 20 for both and he'll send them. But
देख
Sancho, he has no issue with. The fans have issue with him, obviously. The
भाई,
fans are the main people, obviously.
he has got
You
issue
know.
with football. Sancho has got issue with football.
But I mean, look at how they dress, dude. They don't have any awareness. There's no awareness, bro. You think we could dress like them? You think we could dress like them and walk the streets of India, bro? People will throw lassi at us, dude.
Why specifically lassi?
I
Why not
don't know.
something
Yeah, I
else?
couldn't think
Why
of
not?
anything else,
Why not
bro.
any? Why
Bhel
lassi?
puri,
I
dude.
love lassi.
Whatever you
I
want,
love
dude. Dai
lassi.
vada, whatever, dai
How,
vada, whatever you
how
want,
can
dude.
you, how can you say people will
Srikhand.
throw lassi
Srikhand.
at us?
Throw something. They'll
Yeah,
throw
rotten.
something at us.
You could have said rotten tomatoes. You could have said anything, eggs or
Yeah,
anything.
but
You said
you know,
lassi. I
milk
love
stuff,
lassi.
milk stuff smells now when it's on your clothes. So that's the
I
only thing I could think
Nahin,
of,
nahin, nahin.
really.
I'm offended. I'm offended by.
No, it
I'm
smells on
offended.
your clothes, yeah. It's not bad to drink.
Bhai, I'm not wasting lassi on them. Exactly.
Fair
Exactly.
enough.
I'm not wasting lassi on them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like the only person that can overstay his welcome is Anthony.
Huh,
I
again,
think,
I think most
yeah.
of you people in the chat as well will say this and will agree to it. They, out of everybody who is on their way out, Anthony is the guy जो कि हम most probably रख लेंगे because of his professional behavior and his hunger to succeed. maybe not at the club anymore, our club anymore, but still in the game. तो अगर हम उसको रखते हैं और अगर हम उसको नहीं बेच पाते हैं, बट तुम्हें सही बताऊं मैं, अदर देन जेडन सेंचो, ओनली मार्केटेबल प्लेयर राइट नाउ जिसके थ्रू हम पैसा अर्न कर सकते हैं इज एंटनी, गर्नाचो के अलावा. इट्स नॉट जेडन सेंचो, इट्स नॉट मार्कस रैशफोर्ड, इट इज एंटनी, because Anthony has got numbers to back him. Garnacho has got age and numbers. Anthony has got age, numbers and professional behavior, everything. तो वही चीज है. बाकी हाँ, एक अंकुश का क्वेश्चन था कि if Zirkzee is going to play number 10, then what will happen to Mason Mount?
That's exactly my point. Now, that's why I'm worried about more in the double pivot. Because we have so many tens and strikers, know that if we don't get a striker, we can make it work. Now, don't ask me exactly what combination we can make work, no, but we can make it work because we have that many people up top in the attacking half of the pitch. We don't
Yeah.
have anyone. We don't have anyone at wing back, at goalkeeper, and at double pivot. So that's why I am very calm if we don't get Gyökeres, provided we get a midfielder. We need a mid, no matter. I think more than the goalkeeper. Oh,
Acha, we
wish I
all can
didn't.
agree that
Wish
this
I
is the
didn't even.
last.
I wish I didn't even say that word. But apart from the goalkeeper, we need a center mid. Yeah, we need to keep as many positions as solid as possible. Even if we
Hmm.
can't get a goalkeeper, we need a midfielder. We
Hmm.
need a midfielder back. Unless he, I don't think it's going to happen. But unless he can promote Collier,
Hmm.
Collier is key to our season. I think this year, very
Hmm.
key.
इस पर मेरा एक सवाल है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू थिंक दैट अगर मेसन माउंट को इनिशियली गेम टाइम नहीं मिलता है सीजन की शुरुआत में, तो देयर विल बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट मेसन माउंट विल बी सोल्ड इन जनवरी?
In January, no.
या
January, I don't think so.
if we are not playing him and if we do
He
sign
won't.
him,
He won't go. He won't go.
but nothing depends on
January.
him, na. Nothing depends on
I
him if he
mean,
cannot give
he can
himself
say
ready.
no, na. He can say no, no. That's how Onana. When we are thinking we are selling Onana, Onana's like, I'm happy to stay at Manchester United, which is basically saying I'm not going to go. I'll just reject club offers personally. So we'll be in trouble that way. You have to do players' terms as well as club terms. No, the clubs will give them Onana, but Onana must want to go. No. What
Hmm.
the thing you can do is you can do what you did with Schweinsteiger, and I don't think that was right, but that's what you can do. You can make him play in the under 23s, but then you're spending 240K a week to play under 23s football. I don't think that's good either. So
अभी मैं
uh,
एक कमेंट हाईलाइट करूंगा. वो कमेंट बहुत फनी भी है, अच्छा कमेंट है, बट बहुत फनी भी है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट मी एड्रेस द सुपर चैट. थैंक यू सो मच डीवी भाई फॉर द कंट्रीब्यूशन. Am I the only one who thinks this Nunes deal is some sort of way Liverpool is cooking books? Syria has history of using transfer money play around rule. यार, Liverpool, whatever they are doing in the market now, they've already cooked more than enough. They have cooked a delicious meal for their fans and for their manager. Having Florian Wirtz, having Milos Kerkez, having Jeremy Frimpong, and probably they are going to have Margi as well. They have already cooked and cooked a delicious biryani for their fan base. Nunes अगर नहीं भी जाता है, I don't think he'll be a big liability to them. He'll be ठीक है, some sort of a problem to them, क्योंकि शायद फिर वो इसाक के बारे में नहीं सोच सकते. लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से इसाक नहीं बिकेगा, क्योंकि ऑनस्टीन ने भी ये चीज बोली है कि न्यूकासल कुछ भी करके इसाक को नहीं खोना चाहती है, एंड दे आर ऑफरिंग हिम अ न्यू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ऑलरेडी उसके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में 3 साल बाकी हैं, बट वो अभी उसको एक नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफर कर रहे हैं, जिससे कि जो अभी उसका सेल वैल्यू है वो और ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाए. तो मेरे हिसाब से शायद इसाक की डील मुश्किल है, लेकिन हाँ, वो क्रिस्टल पैलेस से मार्क गी लेकर आ सकते हैं. दैट इज क्वाइट पॉसिबल. बाकी जो कमेंट मैं हाईलाइट करना था वो ये था रिनेश का. बलेबा इज कमिंग फॉर श्योर इफ वी सेल 5-7 प्लेयर्स. हाउ आर वी सेलिंग 5-7 प्लेयर्स? यू टेल मी. इट्स लाइक वी आर विनिंग द प्रीमियर लीग इफ वी साइन 11 गुड प्लेयर्स. क्या है ये? है रिनेश, यू टेल मी ऑनेस्टली, वो 5 से 7 प्लेयर कौन से हैं जो हम इजीली ऑफलोड कर पाएंगे? और पहली बात तो आप फिर वो जो होम ग्रोन प्लेयर का कोटा है वो कैसे फुलफिल करोगे? वो भी तो आपको फुलफिल करना ही है ना, सेटिस्फाई करना ही पड़ेगा अकॉर्डिंग टू द रूल्स. आपको होम ग्रोन प्लेयर्स का कोटा वो करना है, क्योंकि गर्नाचो जा रहा है आपका, ठीक है, रैशफोर्ड आपका जा रहा है, 2 स्ट्रेट एकेडमी ग्रेजुएट्स आपके जा रहे हैं. या तो वो इंग्लिश हो, या तो वो कुछ कितने साल खेलने चाहिए, शायद 7 साल का है, 5 से 7 साल खेले अगर कोई प्लेयर उनके क्लब में, तो वो भी फिर उसको होम ग्रोन प्लेयर के तौर पे काउंट कर सकते हैं। ऐसा कुछ रूल है, मुझे एग्जैक्ट फिगर
Yeah,
याद नहीं है।
5 years or three
7 years,
years, 3 years before you turn 21, something like.
yeah,
That's why
something like
Garnacho
that.
is a homegrown player for us.
Yeah. Garnacho is a homegrown player. Rashford is a homegrown player. Uh, who else is there? Kobe is there already, but I don't know whether Kobe will be there or not. But
Luke Shaw is
amount of,
homegrown. Our
yeah,
great Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw is homegrown. Yes, Luke Shaw is homegrown. Um, तो हाँ मतलब, but Baleba
Ahmad,
is
Ahmad,
will be a fantastic signing. Ahmad नहीं, Ahmad could be, but Ahmad loan पे
no,
था
no,
यार.
Ahmad is on loan.
Yeah, Amarim, Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, and Anthony. 5. There you go. Amarim? Why Amarim, bro? Sanket? We are not talking about Arteta here. Sanket, we are not talking about Arteta here. I know you being an Arsenal fan. How come you are already turning up against Ruben Amarim
Yeah, at
when
the end
your
of the
club
day,
has?
everybody misses Ole, dude. No one wants to say it, but
I
that's the
miss
truth.
Ole. I miss Ole. No doubt about it. But you know what? The squad became,
Yeah, too friendly.
yeah,
Let's put
not
it that
not
way.
too friendly, and I think we had bigger personalities than Ole at the club. Was point where, because we had Casemiro. No, so Casemiro was not there. We had Varane, we had Ronaldo, we had David De Gea. Uh, अगर मैं देखूं तो एटलीस्ट वरान एंड रोनाल्डो हैड वन मोर देन ओले, तो वो चीज है. आई मिस यू बैंटर नेथन. ओ माय गॉड, अभी तो 2 साल और 15 आना है. नहीं नहीं, अभी नहीं आना, हो गया. नाउ वी आर नॉट being going to be there outside
Why is
top
he?
10.
Why are you even putting that in the atmosphere, dude?
Cavani was never a big problem for Ole.
No,
Cavani was a
Cavani was a
Cavani was a
proper. He was just homesick. It seemed. It seemed like he was very homesick.
यार Cavani नहीं, पता है क्या? I tell you what happened. The first game that we played was against Fulham when the fans returned. Cavani scored a brilliant goal, and the reception that he got from the Stratford end. So Ole said, "This is what I told you about. When fans will return, you'll feel this feeling. You'll have that sort of a reception from the fan base."
Bro, his
Then he
his his
signed.
French his friendship with Greenwood was actually adorable, dude. You know how I used to get into fights where people used to bully Greenwood? I was like, yeah, come on, South
Again,
Americans, let's go.
अगेन वो पता है ग्रीनवुड वाला जो फेज है पूरा, अगर हम उसको स्टडी करें, यू कीप ग्रीनवुड का ऑफ द फील्ड वाला बकचोदी असाइड, ही वाज रियली इंप्रूविंग एज अ प्लेयर विद एडिनसन कवानी. Cavani was improving Greenwood. Cavani was improving Martial ka movement. Remember when Martial was
You
playing
know who he
alongside
wasn't
Cavani?
improving?
Who? Rashford. Rashford. See, अगर सीखना होता ना रैशफोर्ड को, देखो अगेन दिस इज नॉट एन एजेंडा, आई एम जस्ट प्योरली स्पीकिंग ऑन बेसिस ऑफ फैक्ट्स. Rashford has played alongside best forwards. He has played alongside Rooney. He has played alongside Ibra. He has played alongside Ronaldo. He has played alongside Cavani. अगर उस बंदे को सीखना होता भाई तो वो बहुत सीख जाता. सही बता रहा हूं मैं. मतलब सोचो ग्रीनवुड ने 3 महीने खेला कवानी के साथ, एंड ग्रीनवुड का गेम इतना ऊपर चला गया था. रैशफोर्ड जो इतने साल खेल कर आया, उसका गेम स्टैग्नेंट हो गया बिल्कुल. तो आई मीन आई थिंक ओनली एक एक एंगल से ये, दैट रैशफोर्ड वाज हैप्पी बीइंग वेयर ही इज, बिकॉज उसने एक अपनी इमेज बना ली थी, एंड उसको लगा कि उसको और ज्यादा पुश करने की जरूरत नहीं है. नाउ द न्यू मैनेजमेंट केम इन एंड दे लुक्ड एम्बिशियस. द न्यू मैनेजर केम इन एंड स्ट्रेट अवे ही वेंट फॉर द बिग dogs of the team, calling out Casemiro for not performing, not fit for the system, calling out Rashford for not serious enough in the training sessions, going after the fan favorite of Old Trafford, Garnacho, you know, जिसको चैंट दे दी गई. तो अगेन बहुत कुछ है इस बारे में तो बोलने को, बट हाँ ग्रीनवुड एक इकलौता प्लेयर है जिसके जाने पे मुझे लिटरली वो हुआ, गुस्सा आया, नॉट दुख हुआ, मुझे गुस्सा आया, बिकॉज ही हैड अ पोटेंशियल टू बी अ प्रोबेबल बैलन डोर विनर. एंड आई एम नॉट इवन किडिंग, मैं ये दिल से बोल रहा हूँ. मैंने आज तक अभी किसी भी प्लेयर के लिए वाइल प्लेइंग फॉर यूनाइटेड कभी ये नहीं बोला कि ये बैलन डोर कंटेंटर है या बन सकता था या जीत सकता था. ही लिटरली हैड द पोटेंशियल. ग्रीनवुड वाज यमाल बिफोर यमाल एक्चुअली में, क्योंकि ग्रीनवुड को
Actually, I am still convinced if we did it the right way, we could have
we could
integrated
have
him
kept,
properly.
we could have kept, but it was more like ethical basis पे.
You know
uh,
what I did I ever tell you what I thought we should have done? You know what
नहीं,
happened, right?
you tell me.
They put out a thing saying now that the case is thrown, he's just going to start. You know,
Hmm.
they just said he's going to come back to the team. What they should have done is, and
Hmm.
I'm surprised these PR merchants never did it, is the most shocking thing for me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Done a
Hmm.
video, apologize to everyone, including his partner.
अरे
Tell him
bro,
he's
I said
opening
it. I said it. I said
tell
it.
him he's
पूरा.
opening a foundation for domestic abuse people, and that
Hmm.
he's going to do therapy, and he's going to understand what these people go through some kind of foundation, and
Hmm.
open up
Hmm.
something of his own and reintegrate him slowly.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
The
Hmm. Hmm.
apology never happened. He's coming back to play. Bro, the one time you think these people's PR, no, they're going to sit there, they're going to write some great thesis, no, of how Mason Greenwood's comeback is going to happen. He's going to start training with the squad soon. The
यूनाइटेड
one time, bro.
यूनाइटेड को वो हो गई ना, प्रॉब्लम हो गई उस चीज से कि भाई एडिडास ने उनको धमकी दे दी, फिर उनके जो बाकी पार्टनर्स उन्होंने बोला कि नहीं, ग्लोबल मार्केट पे इसका फर्क पड़ेगा, ये पड़ेगा, वो पड़ेगा, उन्होंने इस चक्कर में वो चीज कर दी. बट आई स्टिल बिलीव उस टाइम पे यूनाइटेड को एक स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टांस लेना चाहिए था, क्योंकि अगर वो हताफे के लिए खेल कर आ रहा है, अगर वो वहां पर मार्से के लिए खेल रहा है, मार्से इज अ बिग क्लब इन फ्रांस, इट्स अ वेरी बिग क्लब इन फ्रांस, दे वर द फर्स्ट यूरोपियन विनर केम फ्रॉम फ्रांस, तो वो चीज़ थी. बट हाँ, मैं ये ज़रूर बोलूँगा कि अगर हम उस सिचुएशन पे बेटर तरीके से डील करते, शायद हम चीज़ें हैंडल कर पाते. और
And credit to De Zerbi, yeah. The once the owner found out that
या
he wanted him, the owner had an issue, and De Zerbi backed him.
या
De Zerbi, like when he found out why Greenwood is the problem, and he protested, and De Zerbi backed him and got him there. And I think Marseille
हम्म.
did well, partly because of him. Partly.
हम्म.
Yeah, you can't go back in time, but that
यू
was
कांट,
when you
यू
have
कांट.
talent like that, and they go that way. No, it's really
Suppose Rodrigo
bad.
stays this year, next year we go for him. Bhai, nahi, I think we cannot, because if we are signing Cunha and Mbeumo, where do you play Rodrigo? You got already got two starters playing in the exact same position जहाँ पे Rodrigo खेलेगा. Arsenal needs Arsenal needs him more than what we need him, maybe in the coming years. तो मेरे लिए तो इस point of time पे Rodrigo would be a luxury signing. He is not somebody that we need right now or we can afford right now. Probably we need right now, but can't afford right now. Mbeumo is more realistic. Ankush is saying मुझे तो लगता है Rooney was Yamal before Yamal. I think see Rooney Yamal, हाँ मतलब I do understand with your point के he is that guy. And again, पॉइंट वही है कि पहले आप देखते थे कि इतने प्लेयर्स थे आपके पास. अगर आप अर्ली 2000 की बात करोगे, यू हैड डेविड ट्रेजिगेट, यू हैड थेरी ऑनरी, यू हैड रॉबर्ट पेरेज, यू हैड योंगबर्ग, you had Rooney, Ronaldo, Carlos Tevez, you had
Del Piero,
Berbatov, Del Piero was there, right? You had
Totti.
Francesco Totti, then you had अगर मैं यहाँ पे जाऊं तो आपके पास राउल था, आपके पास फिर विंग के तौर पे
Until our
हाँ, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar was there as a number 9, a young Ibrahimovic, a young Suarez, a young Eto'o, you know. So there were players.
Luca Toni, which
Luka Toni.
Mitrovic basically stole his celebration and started using it.
एग्जैक्टली. तो मतलब पहले क्या आपके पास मल्टीपल प्लेयर्स थे. अभी वो टैलेंटेड प्लेयर्स का पूल ना बहुत ड्राई अप हो गया है. अगर हम देखें, बहुत बहुत लिमिटेड प्लेयर्स जिनको आप उंगलियों पे काउंट कर सकते हो. मिडफील्ड में आप आज की डेट में मतलब कितने प्लेयर्स का नाम ले पाओगे जो यहाँ पर कैन वॉक इनटू एवरी टीम? हार्डली 10 प्लेयर्स. बट उस टाइम पे आप देखोगे आप पास कितने प्लेयर थे. मिकेल बलक वाज देयर, स्कोल्स वाज देयर, जेरार्ड वाज देयर, लेम्पार्ड वाज देयर, गुटी वाज देयर, यू हैड इनिएस्टा, शावी, देन यू हैड उस टाइम पे आपके पास और कौन था, एसीएन वाज देयर, मैकेलेली वाज देयर, रोनाल्डिनियो वाज देयर. फिर उसके बाद अगर आप उधर जाओगे, बास्टिन श्वाइनस्टाइगर वाज देयर. देयर वर क्वाइट अ फ्यू प्लेयर्स. इंटर मिलान में जाओगे आप तो आपके पास प्लेयर्स भरे पड़े थे. एलेक्स
Stankovic,
वगैरह भी थे. हाँ, स्टैंकोविच, एलेक्स वगैरह भी थे वहां पे.
Cambiaso.
कैम्बियासो वाज देयर, पिरलो वाज देयर। तो अभी अभी क्या प्लेयर्स का पूल इतना ड्राई अप हो गया ना कि हम दिमाग में कोई भी साइनिंग आती है, विच प्लेयर शुड बी देयर, यू हैव ओनली गॉट सर्टेन 10-12 नेम्स जिनका आप नाम ले सकते हो। वही चीज है। बाजियो वॉज अ नंबर, एंड बाजियो कहां से आ गया भाई? बाजियो तो स्ट्राइकर था यार। नहीं मतलब इन जनरल मैं बोल रहा हूँ यार, मतलब वो वर्ल्ड क्लास कैटेगरी लेवल जो हम, जैसे पिरलो के लेवल का आप कौन सा प्लेयर आप अगर देखोगे, पिरलो, स्कोल्स, जेरार्ड, ये सारे एक कैटेगरी के प्लेयर थे ना, मिकेल बलक वगैरह, बास्टन श्वाइनस्टाइगर वगैरह, ये सारे। एंड हाँ, मैं आई कांट नेम एवरीबॉडी, तो वो है कि जिडान वगैरह का नाम मिस हो गया। फोरलैंड वाज अ स्ट्राइकर। एज अ मड्रिड फैन, आई विल नॉट लाई, आई वांट Roddy to explore more clubs. 100% any top club will agree to his terms and will play him in his preferred position. I don't see him starting over Vinny and Arda. भाई एक बात बताओ, first of all, let me ask you, what is happening with Vinicius Junior at Real Madrid? Is he becoming a problem for Real Madrid? Because if you look into it, things are literally not working well for Vinicius Junior and for Real Madrid. Vinicius is struggling, and he's struggling badly in terms of self confidence, in terms of पता नहीं, I don't know. Vinicius will come back. Last match he was better, but haven't seen the best version of Vinicius abhi. Harry Kane, rumored a few years ago, would have made a big difference, maybe change history. Could have. I wanted him.
But Sanket, he didn't. At the end of the day, Levy didn't want to sell him to England. No, it doesn't matter even if we had money. If Levy doesn't want him
Bhai,
to go to England, like how we don't want Garnacho to go to Arsenal and Chelsea, Levy didn't want Harry Kane to join Man City or Manchester United.
yeah.
Same thing.
Also, मतलब 150 मिलियन की बिड स्ट्रेट अपफ्रंट रिजेक्ट कर दी थी भाई, मैन सिटी की उसने, डैन लीवी ने। दे वर रेडी विद अ बिड, क्रेजी इट वाज। तो अगेन मतलब क्या कहा जाए इस पे, तो लीवी इज अ लास्ट पर्सन you want to deal with in transfer negotiations.
What is it? Levy, Dortmund, Brighton, Benfica,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and Napoli. If anyone comes from these clubs, no, we have to sit there one month negotiation.
और अभी रिसेंट टाइम में आई थिंक एथलेटिक क्लब का भी नाम इसमें डाला जाने लगेगा, बिकॉज एथलेटिक क्लब है भी, मतलब वो भी वैसा ही क्लब है। ऑल्सो अगर इस कैटेगरी में डाला जाए तो आई थिंक एटलांटा इज ऑल्सो नॉट ईजी टू डील विद। एटलांटा भी अपने प्लेयर्स को ईजिली नहीं सेल करती है ऐसे, बिकॉज उन्होंने अमाद
I
के लिए
think
भी यहाँ से।
honestly, by far, Benfica and Brighton are the worst.
Brighton are the oh sorry, Benfica is the worst to deal with. Brighton, and for us it's Dortmund. For us it's
Yeah, for
Dortmund.
us is not.
डॉटमंड ने बहुत नाकुचने चबवाए हमारे। प्रॉबली आई थिंक आईएक्स ने भी पिछले 2 ट्रांसफर्स पे हमारा मतलब खूब यूज किया है हमें। स्पोर्टिंग सीपी नहीं उतनी गलीच भाई, स्पोर्टिंग सीपी इज अ डिसेंट क्लब फॉर एटलीस्ट फॉर अस, इट यू नो दैट क्लब हैज
For
बीन वेरी
us.
डिसेंट एटलीस्ट फॉर अस। एंड एम्बापे आने पे जो एक्सपेक्टेड था वही हो रहा है। वन ऑफ देम वाज गोइंग टू सफर, एंड एम्बापे हैज शोन दैट ही इज अ लेवल अबव, ही वाज ऑलवेज अ लेवल अबव भाई। एम्बापे मतलब एम्बापे is somebody who can thrive in any position, top three, मतलब front three में। Vinicius is only restricted towards the left channel. Rodrigo hasn't, अगेन वही वाली बात है कि उतना टाइम नहीं मिला है, तो उसने अपना ट्रू वो दिखाया नहीं है पोजीशन के, वो किस पोजीशन पे थ्राइव कर सकता है। बट क्या कहा जाए, why not Lunin for भाई? Lunin for United is not happening right now because there is no actual update on Andre Onana. अगर आंद्रे ओनाना पे कोई ऑफिशियल अपडेट आ जाएगा तो उसके बाद यहाँ पर डिसीजन किया जाएगा कि भाई आंद्रे ओनाना को बेचकर हमें किसको लाना है। हाँ, आई डू एग्री कि इफ आई गॉट अ चॉइस बिटवीन एमी मार्टिनेज एंड लूनिन, आई विल गो फॉर लूनिन फॉर श्योर। यंगर, प्लस वेजेस कम होंगे, प्लस मड्रिड के साथ नेगोशिएट करने में हमें उतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी जितनी हमें विला के साथ नेगोशिएट करने में होगी। विला इज अ वेरी स्टबर्न क्लब, एंड विला 40 मिलियन डिमांड करिए, नो वे वी हैव टू पे 40 मिलियन फॉर एमी मार्टिनेज who's 33, and PSR बुक्स को देखते हुए विल हैव टू गेट रिड ऑफ हिम। तो अगेन बट एमी के केस में वही है कि
Someone
एक्सपीरियंस
was
ज्यादा
saying
है.
if we wait, someone is saying was saying on my stream the other day, someone is saying if we wait because of Aston Villa's PSR problems, if we wait, we
Hmm.
actually could get a better deal for Martinez. What do you think?
Hmm. Probably, but Martinez also wants to move from Villa. I think जो अगेन हमारी बात हुई थी सीजन के पेनल्टी गेट गेम पे, व्हेन विला का आखिरी होम गेम था, क्योंकि आखिरी तो हमारे साथ ही था, जो विला पार्क पे था, ही वाज इन टीयर्स. तो दैट वाज अ क्वाइट प्रोबेबिलिटी कि हाँ दैट वाज हिज लास्ट गेम फॉर एस्टन विला एट विला पार्क.
I believe we were live the next day, right? People in the chat were
या
telling us he was going to leave.
या
He was
या
crying when he left Villa.
या I too think that Prince ki Onana will stay this season, which I don't want, but that could be a possibility. And Sid bhai,
Yes, Sonana in, boys. Come on. Positivity. Come on. Listen, if we play all 38 games on Friday, we are winning the league. That's all I know. Can you
Diogo,
imagine? Can you imagine if it continues this season on Friday? We have games. What luck, yeah. What luck. Unbelievable.
या देखो डियोगो कोस्टा तो नहीं आएगा बिकॉज हमारे पास उतना पैसा नहीं है. एंड दिव्य ज्योति भाई, अगर आपका ये
Namaste.
स्केल, अगर आपका मेजरिंग स्केल है कि विनी हैज वन 2 यूसीएल, एम्बापे हैज गॉट 0, विनी हैज वन 0 वर्ल्ड कप, एम्बापे हैज गॉट 1 वर्ल्ड कप एंड हैज गॉट अ
I will, but
वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल
I
सक्सेस.
would say Vinicius Junior doing it in La Liga is more impressive than Mbappe doing it in the French league.
No, I'm not
So
even talking about the French league. I'm talking about
no,
the
no, I was
Champions
talking
League and
about
also in the World Cup.
before he came, right? Before he came to Real, because they were
Hmm.
saying, right, Real Madrid, Mbappe's come, Vinny's dropping off. I just think they have too many left wingers there. They're all left wingers. They're all trying to. It's tough. It's tough. It's a good position if you're a Real Madrid fan. It's tough if you're the players for Real
Hmm.
Madrid.
यार इस पर मैंने ना अपनी वीडियो में बोला भी है, माकरन भाई, अगर आपने सुना होगा पूरा वीडियो मेरा, कि मुझे इसी चीज से प्रॉब्लम है रूबन एमरिम के, ये दोगलापंती है कि आप एक तरफ इतना ब्लंटली आकर स्टैंड ले रहे हो कि मुझे मेरे क्लब के स्टैंडर्ड सेट करने हैं, मुझे मेरे क्लब में वो प्लेयर्स चाहिए हु आर नॉट लेटिंग द टीममेट्स डाउन, हु आर नॉट लेटिंग द क्लब डाउन, इसीलिए आप गर्नाचो और रैशफोर्ड से मूव ऑन करना चाहते हो. बट आप आंद्रे ओनाना पे एक और साल ट्रस्ट करने को तैयार हो, विच आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ एंड व्हाई.
I also still think his you're saying Garnacho was bad, Makrand, but I actually think Rashford was worse because he did that at a press conference. The Garnacho thing was technically a leaked audio. He actually sat there, looked at everyone in the eyes, and went, "My 60-year-old goalkeeping coach is better than him." I was like, "Oh God, that's
बट आई
bad.
थिंक
That was
बट
really
आई थिंक
bad."
यार नेथन नेथन उस आई थिंक तब तक वो इंटरव्यू आ चुका था ना शायद रैशफोर्ड का, तब तक तो वो इंटरव्यू आ चुका था
No, no,
रैशफोर्ड का.
I am just saying I think it was worse than what he said to Ghana because technically Ghana's thing is a leaked audio, right? Like the find a new club thing I'm talking about. That was a
या
first of all, even after all these coaches and after getting rid of everybody, we still have leaks, dude. I don't know who's leaking everything. So disappointing it is. Yeah. Every time we have leaks. Every time.
अगेन फिर अब बात रही जाती है कि भाई इट्स द मैनेजर हु टेक्स द कॉल. तो पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो, बट आई डोंट वांट एमरिम टू ट्रस्ट आंद्रे ओनाना फॉर वन मोर
Also
सीजन,
says
क्योंकि
nice things about Mount.
हाँ मतलब ठीक है चलो माउंट का समझ में आता है, क्योंकि देख माउंट का क्या है ना, हैजंट बीन अवेलेबल बट हैजंट बीन एक बैड
Negative.
इन्फ्लुएंस.
He's not net negative to the
Yeah,
team.
yeah, exactly. He hasn't been a bad impact or a bad influence on the youngsters और इन द ड्रेसिंग रूम के वो न्यूज़ लीक कर रहा है, वो बकचोदियां कर रहा है, या नहीं खेल रहा है तो बाहर आके स्टेटमेंट्स वगैरह दे रहा है, वैसा नहीं रहा है. तो ऑन द प्रोफेशनल लेवल आई थिंक मैनेजर एक बार को चलो ये टॉलरेट करेगा कि बंदा फिट नहीं है, बट बंदा इनडिसेंसी और एक इनडिसिप्लिन एंटरटेन नहीं करेगा. और वही चीज़ है मेसन माउंट के केस में, विच आई फील माइट नॉट be the correct thing, but that's what I feel. Soumyadeep कह रहे हैं मोक भाई which team you think will win the UCL next season? How can I predict right now यार? Soumyadeep भाई don't even know कि कौन सी टीम किसके अगेंस्ट खेलने वाली है, किस टीम में कितने प्लेयर्स आने वाले हैं. तो अभी इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे तो कुछ भी बोलना बिल्कुल बेबुनियाद होगा. Too many top teams are there next year with top squad and Isak will not leave Newcastle. Come on मोक भाई, why would they? हाँ मतलब अगेन ऑनस्टीन ने भी यही बोला है कि न्यूकासल आर नॉट लुकिंग टू सेल Alexander Isak. But again, यार लिवरपूल इज का ऑफर विल बी अ वेरी टेम्पटिंग ऑफर. तो दिस
No,
इज,
I would, if I was Newcastle, I'd actually take it
हाँ मतलब अगेन यू
because some
यू
I feel like Alexander Isaac can get injured, and I think 200 million for as he gets older, the injuries are just not going to get
बट
less.
बट
I think
लिवरपूल
it's
आर
a
नॉट
really
पेइंग
good deal.
200 million. लिवरपूल आर पेइंग व्हाट,
Wasn't there
80.
something? So there was some rumor, right, that they might be willing to pay up to 200 million.
नहीं 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 भाई, एफएसजी कच्चियां फट
Hey,
जाएंगी
imagine
एफएसजी.
they pay
ओ कम
200
ऑन.
million here, no, and
ओ
we are
माय,
doing 50 plus 5, 55 plus 10.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, आई थिंक दैट विल बी अराउंड
Todd
1
Bowley will be like,
130
look at these
150.
guys, yeah. These guys are copying our style now. Bowley ball, dude. In Liverpool, bowley ball's happening.
200 मिलियन में तो भाई साहब कच्चियां फट जाएंगी. एंड डीवी भाई
120,
कह रहे थे यहाँ पे
125.
ग्रीनवुड नीडेड पीआर फ्रॉम बॉलीवुड एलिट्स. ओ माय गॉड. डीवी भाई, आई
We'll
थिंक
move.
आई
We'll
आई
move.
एग्री.
We'll move.
सैयद ने यहाँ पर मेंबरशिप ज्वाइन कर लिया. वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड वंस अगेन सैयद. आई होप यू आर डूइंग वेल. वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड वंस अगेन मेरे भाई. एंड ओपिनियन ऑन लियो, एनी गुड प्लेयर्स ऑल कैन आई. यार कुछ प्लेयर्स थे, मैंने कुछ के तो नाम देखे भी थे.
One caught my eye when we were doing the watch along. He
हु,
cooked us when he came on. Malik Fofana.
हाँ उसे लिवरपूल लिंक्ड है शायद मालिक फफाना. नहीं,
Yeah,
आर्सेनल
but
लिंक्ड है. आर्सेनल लिंक्ड है शायद मालिक
now that
फफाना
they are
से.
broke, we can all be linked to the broke club. No, that's the great
या
thing.
या या
Maitland Niles. Interesting.
मेटनल
Maitland
नाइस.
Lacazette
ओ कम ऑन, हो
for
गया
the
भाई.
memes, dude. For the celebration. Come on, yeah. We can all,
अरे वी
dude, for
हैव,
the memes.
ब्रो वी आर ऑलरेडी अ जनरेशनल मीम, ठीक है. वी आर ऑलरेडी
Can
बिकॉज वी हैव
always, it
लॉस्ट
can
द
always get it
यूरोपा.
can always get better, dude. You have to be positive.
नहीं, आई डोंट वांट
Thiago
टू बी
Almada,
पॉजिटिव.
that's a good one. The former
Almada,
Atlanta
yes.
United player.
Yep. Almada is good. Almada is good. Won't mind having him. Won't mind having him. चेल्सी और लिवरपूल लिंक्ड है. नहीं, आर्सेनल भी लिंक्ड है शायद मालिक फफाना से तो, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. हाँ मिका टॉडजे भी तो था, वो भी था. यस.
Another one with a lovely celebration for the
यप यप यप.
memes.
हाँ कूनी, और उसका मैंने स्निपेट्स देखे हैं ट्विटर के ऊपर. डमफ्रीज, और वो कह रहा है डमफ्रीज आजा टनल में चलते हैं, वहीं लड़ेंगे चल के, बताता हूँ तुझे.
Acuna is one of the
अब
worst
वो अभी
players to watch play football, dude. Really. Acuna, and then on the other side is Montiel. They're both terrible, yeah. Oh. Bro, he got a red card for time wasting in the Europa League like 3 years ago.
या
He
या
was
या.
they were wasting time doing the throw, and the guy just walked up to him, gave him a yellow, and he sent him off. Like finally, yeah, finally the shithousery has been punished for once in a European game. No, they actually punished them.
टैलियाफिको
Tagliafico,
भाई,
someone was saying.
टैलियाफिको तो, अरे टैलियाफिको के पैर गए भाई. इज नॉट द सेम टैलियाफिको एनीमोर जो वो आयक्स में था. इज नॉट द गाय एनीमोर. लिवरपूल ने मजाक मजाक पूरी गैलेक्टिको ही बना दी भाई. लिवरपूल की टीम बहुत स्कैरी है, बीइंग ऑनेस्ट हियर. they are building a very 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 scary team. But if you have to rate the transfer window for each club, let's start with Liverpool. How much would you rate Liverpool on a scale of 1 to 10?
So Liverpool right now has Perkins, Wirtz, and
Frimpong.
Frimpong. I'll be tentative. I'll give it an 8. I know Liverpool fans are gassed, but I don't know. Kirkes, I'm sure of. Wirtz, Frimpong, I'm not sure how that's going to translate.
Also
Used
think
to.
about the outgoings as well. उन्होंने क्योंकि उन्होंने
You're right. They did upgrade their defense after Trent left. That's a good point, actually.
ऑल्सो नहीं, उन्होंने अभी अपना कीपर भी कैलेहर भी बेच दिया ब्रेंटफोर्ड को अच्छे प्राइस पे. उन्होंने यहाँ पर जेरल कॉन्जो भी बेच दिया अच्छे प्राइस के ऊपर. आई थिंक अ फेयर 9, a solid 9 out of 10
Yeah, nine
considering.
seems fair.
क्योंकि
The
क्योंकि
outgoing, yeah, fair enough.
because we also have to keep this in mind कि उन्होंने ये सब कुछ किया है प्री सीजन शुरू होने से पहले. दैट मेक्स इट मोर इम्प्रेसिव कि अभी तक प्री सीजन शुरू भी नहीं हुआ है एंड दे हैव ऑलरेडी अर्नड थ्रू सेल एंड दे हैव रजिस्टर्ड देयर की फिगर्स. आई थिंक अ solid 9.
Fair. 9, 8, 9 is fair. The thing is, I don't. I don't know if they are going to translate the signings, and there's
What
going to
about
be a lot of pressure on Wirtz in particular.
hmm, what about Man City? Everybody in the chat. What about Man City?
They get
Man
a
City has
-0 for signing Cherky.
Cherky and Eighth Nouri. और भी कोई किया क्या उन्होंने?
What about Aitnouri?
Eighth I think
Reinders, Tiani Reinders.
Thierry Reinders as well. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
A
Yeah,
solid seven. A solid seven. Yeah.
I think I'll
Again,
give them. I'll give them eight. I'll give them eight.
eight really?
Yeah, because उन्होंने दो प्लेयर्स मिडफील्ड में साइन किए हैं. उन्होंने जाने सिर्फ केविन डी ब्रुयना को दिया. आई थिंक एट इज व्हाट दे शुड गेट, क्योंकि उनकी विंटर विंडो भी अच्छी रही थी ना. अगर हम
Yeah.
देखें, उन्होंने मारमूश वगैरह साइन कर लिए थे, उन्होंने सॉर्ट कर लिया था अपना.
A lot of people
एंड
are saying 6, 7, 8, 9. Fair enough.
आई थिंक
7,
आई
8,
थिंक
7,
एट
8.
आई थिंक एक सॉलिड एट. आई गिव देम अ सॉलिड एट.
Fair enough.
सॉलिड
Just
आई थिंक.
just because they signed Turkey, I saw Ashutosh was saying there is no -0.
यार आ जाएगा आकाश, पता है लिवरामेंटो माइट बी देयर. आई फील बाय द एंड ऑफ द विंडो और बिफोर द
You
स्टार्ट ऑफ द
can't. You
सीजन.
first of all, Akash, you cannot replace Kyle Walker. Who's going to play the tunes and get the boost, dude? Come on. You can't rely that.
for,
You can't
for
rely a
that
child to do
for
that work, dude.
for that they have got, although he's not in the squad anymore, that's Jack Grealish for you.
Grealish.
For the
Bro, you
booze and
saw that
everything.
Grealish? You saw oh god, that Grealish Lehman, Alicia Lehman thing you saw?
Which one? Grealish?
Yeah, Grealish, Alicia Lehman.
No.
I think he wished her happy Mother's Day or something.
Huh?
So rubbish I saw. This Twitter is terrible. I don't know if people know what I'm talking about, but that was really mad.
Okay, I did not
Really,
know
really
about it.
mad. Jack Grealish, no, it's almost like, yeah, mom joke. See, someone said it there. Vedan said, I think he said Happy Mother's Day, and she said, I'm not a mother. And then I don't know and want to know what he said, but he said something
Mommy?
back.
Mommy?
No, no, no. He said, I think we can change that.
Acha.
Something like that. He said, bro, like this guy is just sitting there on the bench, dude.
Hmm.
Oh, Jenny's saying it's edited. Had a
Okay,
feeling.
okay, okay. Markand is
That was
saying if we are able to sell Garnacho, Rashford, and Sancho, I would rate our window 10 out of 10. To be honest, not joking. I would even. I'm on the basis of
I, I
outgoings.
I I would not.
I
I
say,
would not.
I say,
What are we getting? What is the money we're
bro, if
getting
we
for
get,
it?
see, if we end up getting Cunha, if we end up getting Mbeumo, if we end up getting a goalkeeper, and if we end up getting a good midfielder, bhai,
If
it's
we
a 10
change,
on
if we replace Onana, my transfer window is 11 out of 10.
10. Oh my god. Okay, understandable, understandable. उनाना का जर्सी नंबर क्या है? 24? 24
Might
है
as
ना?
well be
24?
might as well
It's
be 199.
it's 24, I think, if I'm not wrong. उनाना का जर्सी
Oh,
नंबर is 24.
no, it's not. 24 is Luke Shaw, no?
नहीं, 23 is Luke Shaw.
23 is Luke Shaw.
23 is Luke Shaw. Who's 21 right now? Who is 21 right now? Previously, 21.
Isn't Anthony 21?
Anthony was 21. Yes, Anthony was 21.
Akran just
Jadon
saying I
Sancho was
forgot to add Onana. It's okay, dude. We all don't acknowledge, as I famously said, and someone told us on the tweet that day. Nidhi Bhai said, "I trust only our 10 players." We all don't observe him only anymore. We don't observe our goalkeeper. It's
पता
okay.
नहीं, bro.
Who is
But
number 7?
but
Nobody. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Nobody should be our number 7 this season. Take that jersey off
nobody.
that man right now. Right now, before the a ball is kicked. Take that, put it up in the stand, and let's retire it NBA style. No more.
नहीं,
No more
can't
people wearing the number 7.
can't retire it because it's the
What, yeah, what
marketable.
you actually want to make people wear that shirt so they can make it worse for us. It can't
No,
get any worse, dude.
but United will never retire number 7 jersey because that's what sells for United. वो marketable है. Number 7 is marketable.
We still have the 10, yeah. We still have the 3. We still have the 2.
We
Gary
have
Neville,
it.
that's
Yeah,
5. We
have.
have the 5.
But
Come
7
on,
का
we have so many
but
numbers.
but 7 का influence अलग है ना Nathan. If you look at it, Brian Robson wore it, George Best wore it, then
Alexis
Cantona
Sanchez
wore it,
wore it.
then
And
Cantona
Angel
had.
Di Maria wore
Come
it.
on, why you want to spoil it? Why you want
No,
to
that's
spoil it?
what
मतलब
I don't want to spoil it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
ऐसे तो
I
माइकल
don't
ओवन
want to spoil.
ऐसे तो माइकल ओवन wanted, ऐसे तो फिर
Yeah, but that
वेलेंसिया
that that
wanted.
had a lot of meme quality before memes existed. So that was
Yeah,
a
but
good one.
again, but ठीक है अब I mean I would say कि इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे तो nobody deserves the number 7 and इसीलिए last year remember when Mount was getting I mean the season where Mount was getting the number 7 jersey, everybody was saying Garnacho should get it, Garnacho should get it. Now you will understand why United was right about not giving that jersey number to Alejandro Garnacho. Yes, they made a
Honestly,
mistake. Yes, they made a
I think
mistake.
yeah.
Yes, they made a mistake giving it to Mount, but they were very correct in not giving the jersey to Alejandro Garnacho.
Actually,
Everybody would
what
understand.
what I was going to say is what they should have done is let somebody earn it. I don't
Bro,
I don't even want to I don't
exactly.
even want to say it's a mistake to give Mount. I think they should have
Exactly.
just let someone earn it, to be honest.
Exactly.
Bro,
Exactly.
if
But
they give Mbeumo number 7, oh my god. It's going to be
Mbeumo,
cooking time for me.
I don't think Mbeumo is going to get number 7.
He's going to get
By the way,
19, no? I think so.
by the way, Cunha is getting number 10. Is he? I think Cunha is getting number 10.
We cannot just give these numbers to people. Yeah. They have to earn it. I don't know
But
why we're just giving people
but
numbers now.
but yeah, there are numbers that need to be given. And if Rashford is getting sold, which he will be for sure, I think Cunha deserves it. If he's coming with a baggage of, you know, carrying Wolves for couple of seasons and has delivered, I think फिर आपको किसी को देना पड़ेगा.
Oh, Amlan with a W statement there. Yes.
क्या? Number
Yes.
8
Big up.
is the most deserved. Loved it how he went from 18 to 8. वो तो माटा उस टाइम अगर नहीं होता तो उसको इंस्टेंटली मिल जाता नंबर 8. But he earned
W's in
it.
the chat.
He, he,
W's in
he
the chat.
earned it. Bruno earned it. That I completely agree. Bruno is the only player in the squad right now, I
That is
would say,
that is
who
actually
has
what I'm
earned.
trying to say. Why can't these people earn the jersey? Yeah, it's a
By the
matter
way,
of 1 year.
by the way, you know what? One player that I loved the most, he did not care about the jersey number that he wore, and that was Rafael Varane. He was wearing number 3, no, number 5 at Real Madrid, and number 5 already belonged to Harry Maguire, if I'm
Jones.
not wrong.
Jones.
जोन्स जो
See,
फिल जोन्स
Jones.
एंड वरान ने फिल जोन्स से वो नंबर नहीं डिमांड किया. वरान को
The guy.
19 मिला.
What a
वरान
goat.
को भाई he's good man. He's a professional.
Bro, if we don't give him a standing ovation every time he's at Manchester, no shame on our fan
Bro,
base.
absolutely.
Honestly.
Rafael Varane is a fantastic player for me. भाई उस बंदे ने अपने करियर को दाव पे लगा दिया just to make us win that FA Cup in his last game.
A
And
guy.
no
What
way,
a guy.
no, he pocketed Erling Haaland. Entire game mein he pocketed Erling Haaland उस game में. And again, people might say, the City fans will say, uh, living in the past and this and that. But again, that was a victory against the odds. He,
I mean,
the
technically, we're allowed to live in the past for Varane. Varane's retired, to be
हाँ
fair.
वरान या अगेन बट मैं बोलूंगा भाई रफाल वरान एक थरो प्रोफेशनल था एंड ही हैड अ फॉल आउट विद एरिक टेन हैग बट उसने कभी आके पब्लिकली वो बकचोदी नहीं की.
I have to be honest, Eric Ten Hag and Ruben Amorim, they have fallen out with people really quickly.
या इस
And
केस में
that
पता
is
है
why
मैं
I think I said
इस
Ole
केस
Gunnar
में
Solskjaer was really, they
या
were really friendly with Solskjaer. That's why I was just thinking about it when I said earlier, right? He was friendly with them. I just
हम्म
realized the last two managers have really fallen out with a
हम्म
decent amount of players. I
हम्म
don't know if that's, we should be happy about that or be worried, but I've
But
realized
as
that.
we were rating the transfers, Barcelona is the next club in the list. जॉन गार्सिया, रूनी बगदाई, पता है जो भी उसका नाम है, जो भी
Who is that? I was reading someone say, who is that? I've never heard of him. Which team has he come from?
वो किस क्लब से है मैंने भी इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया. आई थिंक एक
When they were
मिनट.
saying Rooney, I thought Barcelona signed Kai Rooney. I started panicking. I was
नहीं.
like, this is happening to us from
Copenhagen.
the
I
under.
think yes, he came from Copenhagen.
Copenhagen. Okay.
Copenhagen.
Yeah,
Yes.
team also is getting solid, talented players. Yeah, they are moving to all kinds of clubs from Copenhagen.
कोपनहेगन से है. आई थिंक यार आउटगोइंग्स तो अभी बारसा ने एक ही की है, आंजू फाती की.
Yeah.
वो भी ऑन लोन है टू एएस मोनाको. या लोन है या परमानेंट है, आई डोंट रिमेंबर एग्जैक्टली, बट आई थिंक सॉलिड 8 रहेगा बारसा के लिए अभी, बिकॉज बारसा ने अपना इतने लंबे टाइम का जो प्रॉब्लम था वो सॉल्व कर लिया है बाय ब्रिंगिंग अ न्यू गोलकीपर. तो आई थिंक 8. हाउ मच वुड यू रेट देम, बार्सिलोना? अच्छा, लैंगले भी चला गया ना परमानेंट बेसिस पे शायद. हाँ, लैंगले भी गया है. आई थिंक 8, 8.5 would be. I'll give them 8.
I'd give them 7. 7. I think they're still going to. I mean, if they get Nico Williams,
That would be a game changer for them. That would be a solid 9 or 9.5.
somebody saying longest contract is terminated. That's what happens when you become a free agent, no agent.
Hmm.
Your contract automatically gets terminated after June 1st. Why we never sign proper Italian centre backs? Because they are allergic to air travel, Ashutosh.
And what about Real Madrid? They've got Trent. They have signed. और कौन किया उन्होंने साइन ट्रेंट के अलावा?
Alvaro Fernandez.
अभी नहीं किया अल्वारो, अभी नहीं किया ना.
Apparently, they're waiting for the Club World Cup to end. It seems.
अरे वो कौन सा प्लेयर साइन किया यार उन्होंने, बताओ ना यार मुझे. मस्टन टुआनो साइन किया उन्होंने. और डीन ह्यूजन.
Sancho playing at
हाँ,
Liverpool.
डीन हाउसन किया उन्होंने. डीन हाउसन. आई
Franco.
थिंक
Franco.
7.5, 7.5. और क्योंकि अभी उनको,
That's fair.
मेरे ख्याल में अभी उनको एक स्ट्राइकर चाहिए, एक लेफ्ट बैक चाहिए. दे नीड अ लेफ्ट बैक भाई, दे नीड अ लेफ्ट बैक. 7.5. और चलो I'll give them 8. I'll give
They
them
need
8.
a right. They need a right back, no?
नहीं, राइट बैक तो हो गया ना ट्रेंट.
Who? You and I both know they're just going to put him in the midfield, dude. It's a matter of time.
I
Are
think
you telling me right now he's a better defender than Carvajal, who's like 10 years older than him? Wow, look at the pause. The pause only is enough. The pause only is enough. Don't even
obviously he's
answer.
not
It's
a
okay.
obviously he's not a better defender than Carvajal, but he's a better fullback than Carvajal. मतलब in terms of creativity. Difference है ना fullback और
They have so
defender
much
में.
creativity, yeah. They don't
नहीं, see,
need
there's
no
a
right back to be
there is
creative.
a difference between defender and a fullback. So I keep
So
Trent more as a
Trent is
fullback.
mostly half back, right? The front
Yeah,
part of
he
the back.
probably, yeah, more as a wing back than as a fullback or as
Will
a
they play that
defender.
way? I think Xavi,
They
I mean,
will.
in the
I
Club
think.
World
I
Cup, they
think.
played
I
back
think.
four.
I
They
think. I
played back
think they
four
will.
foot in the.
I think they will eventually. Trent will have more freedom, probably.
Someone said something really funny. Someone said when Jude goes for surgery, Trent will take his place. Like, oh
Yeah, but
God, yeah, that's
Trent is a
actually going to
see,
happen.
Trent is a fantastic player. Trent in terms of creativity has got no match. Honestly, only Hakimi comes close. जब creativity की बात कर रहे हैं हम as a fullback
But Hakimi
उस
can
end पे.
defend, dude. Hakimi is way better at defending than him.
He is, I know, but quality on dead balls, Trent is a better player. On
But
corners, Trent is a better player.
Hakimi doesn't take that ball. No, you can't add that to it. No, like he
But
must be
that's
also
that.
doing it.
But
No, to
that
take it.
adds. But that adds to the quality of Trent. Na? He is capable of taking those dead balls.
Actually,
That's also the added
who
value. Na?
is going to take the free kicks this season?
They've got Delo. They haven't got free kick takers. Na? So Trent
Why
is the guy.
you're saying they got Dallo? You gave me a scare.
No, not
You
Delo.
gave me a fright when you said Dallo. I'm
No.
like, what are you
They've
doing?
got.
You're making me more tense now.
I'm saying I think they haven't got any set piece takers. तो मतलब free kick takers नहीं उनके
Exactly. I
पास.
was just thinking they don't have one, do they? I mean, or they don't have one of the quality
Probably
of
Fede. Arda Guler is there, by the way. Arda might take it. Fede will take
Divyansh
it.
Singh, Fede.
See, Fede, Arda, and Trent. I think three main players. अगर Alaba fit है तो probably Alaba. Probably Alaba.
Short Circuit is saying you hate Madrid. I actually don't hate Madrid, dude. I just don't like Trent. That's the only thing. I have not even tried to defend it. I just don't like Trent. I think Real Madrid is going to do well. Actually, I agree with you.
नहीं दे यार, मतलब देखो अब ये है कि लास्ट ईयर कंपैरिजन में कितना करेंगे, क्योंकि ये पहला सीजन होगा शावी के मतलब चाबी अलोंसो के लिए. देखना होगा कितना करेंगे कितना नहीं करेंगे. बट हाँ,
I think last
Xabi
year was
will
an
did a
anomaly
good
where
job.
they didn't win anything. That means they won that Super Cup, but I mean, like
I
in
agree
the
with this.
current season,
I
complete
absolutely agree with
anomaly.
this. I absolutely
It
agree
becomes
with this.
a team's main creator. I mean,
I
I don't
agree.
know.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I know a guy who's the main creator.
I mean, let's not put Bruno into the conversation.
Some guys do it, over 5 years, 6 years, like, where's the armband defense? I mean, some people do it. No, but yeah, Ankit's right. Like, see, the main creator means what? It in any when you say in any team, it depends on what everyone else's roles are in, right? Like everyone tries to accommodate with all the players, right? Like
Hmm.
last year, Trent didn't have such a good season, but Salah didn't stop, right? So would you say Salah was the main creator last season? Then some people will say Salah is the main creator for the last 5 seasons because he gets equal amounts of goals and assists quite regularly
But
for where he
for a
plays.
fullback to have these
For a
outrageous
fullback to play, it's outrageous.
numbers,
Of
by
course,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
it
It's
is.
crazy.
It is for sure. But
Uh,
do you actually think what that person told me, like that Jude goes for surgery, is going to play in the midfield? Dude, I really
Trent,
was dying laughing, yeah, when I
see,
read that. I was like, this is too
Trent
good.
can play as a winger, not as a midfielder. I feel Trent would be a fantastic winger. वो जैसे शाबी ने ना फ्रिंगपोंग के साथ ये किया था, दैट ही मेड फ्रिंगपोंग अ विंगर. सो दिस इज क्वाइट पॉसिबल कि वो कार्वाहाल को खिलाए फुल बैक. एंड प्रोबेबली शायद यहाँ पर अगर रोड्रिगो जाता है और आर्दा गुलर प्रेफर्स प्लेइंग थ्रू द सेंट्रल चैनल, तो ट्रेंट को शायद वो एज अ विंगर भी ट्राई कर सकता है, प्रोबेबली. मतलब आई एम जस्ट सेइंग.
It'll be absolutely fantastic if he changes the entire
But
structure of Real Madrid.
by the number of delicious balls he's going to give to the number 9 or in the final third, crazy हो जाएगा, seriously. सतीश भाई कह रहे हैं, what do you think, will Xabi Alonso succeed at Real? Yeah, depends. That is a big question, with Madrid. There's always that big if. Okay, what if they are out of the title contention by January? Will they give Xabi Alonso another season? क्योंकि Madrid is a club जो ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस पे ट्रस्ट नहीं करता बाकी क्लब्स के कंपैरिजन में. दैट्स अ क्लब जो यहाँ पर विनिंग कंसिस्टेंसी पे डिपेंड रहता है. दे वांट टू विन टाइटल्स एवरी सीजन. दे डोंट वांट टू वेट फॉर अनदर सीजन टू compete. So that's a big if. What if they fail?
I think if they win one trophy, I think it's a good foundation. I know Madrid fans won't be
Depends
happy
कि
to hear
which
it.
trophy they are winning,
I think if
you
they
know.
win the Copa del Rey, I think the fans will be more than happy. I know
नहीं,
now,
I
right
don't.
now, they're saying no, but I think at the end of the season, if they come out with a Copa del Rey, especially depending on how Barcelona play, I think people will be like, you know what, it's a good first season. Let's fill up the other
Hmm.
blanks in the team and let's go again. I think he'll get more than one season though. I think irrespective. So I think definitely one season will definitely be a trial season for him. The standard of the trial is obviously very different. So
Mm-hmm.
Circuit is saying Lund Copper. Yeah, I'm
But
saying nice things also you're like complaining. What do you want me to do? When I'm saying positive things, you're like abusing me. When I'm saying negative things, also you're like abusing me.
बारसा भी रिटर्न बैक कर रही है भाई कैंप नो पे.
We want Champions League. Fair enough.
Yeah, they will be
Minimum La
playing on
Liga. No,
Camp Nou.
Abhishek, I mean, you're putting too much pressure on him, in my opinion. Fair enough if he does it. Fair enough. It might be too much. It might be too much, though.
Who did this? Who did this touchline winger wala job with Messi? Was it Ancelotti? No, not Ancelotti. Sorry, Pochettino. Pochettino ने तो हर जगह खिलाया ना मेसी को. नंबर 10 भी खिलाया, विंगर भी खिलाया, नंबर
Yeah,
9 भी खिला दिया.
PSG also, they have like a bunch of players that they just play anywhere. They doesn't matter PSG. It doesn't matter where anyone
But yeah,
plays.
now
Yeah,
they have become a
honestly.
serious club. But now they have become a serious club.
Yeah, funny enough, after selling Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, I wonder
बट
if that is a
बट
coincidence.
समटाइम्स अगर हम ये बात पता है, ये चीज कई क्लब्स पे लागू होती है अगर देखा जाए तो. इफ यू लुक एट लिवरपूल, once they got rid of Coutinho, they become a serious club. As soon as Mbappe left PSG, they become a serious club. If you look at, can't name Arsenal because Arsenal became a laughing stock once Bergkamp and Thierry Henry left. can't name United because once Rooney and Carrick left, we became a laughing stock. Probably who? Can't think of any other club seriously. Even Barcelona, but how come Barcelona is matlab, better without Messi? Because you haven't even replicated of what
The
Messi
thing,
did with you people.
the, I think you can't just blame it on Messi though, especially for
It
PSG.
was never about Messi. No, it wasn't because of Messi. It was
So,
because of bad
in
management.
fact, and people are going to be shocked about this, but I remember when I used to just keep an eye on the scores. I remember like many times Messi's coming on off the bench, last 10 minutes they're 0-0 and winning 1-0. Messi
Mm-hmm.
scoring off the bench, like,
Yeah.
and I was thinking to
Bro,
myself, my God, these people are need Messi, who didn't technically want to leave Barcelona to come and save them in France. This is really sad. Yeah,
भाई
it's
मेरा तो
really sad.
मेसी का बेस्ट जो वर्जन मैंने देखा है, इट वाज नॉट वो 91 गोल्स वाला सीजन. इट वाज अ 2019 सीजन जो मेसी ने भाई क्या कैरी किया, क्या कैरी जॉब थी वो मेसी की. It was fantastic to watch him play in that season because he was being the creator, he was being the goal scorer, he was being the leader. जैसे रोनाल्डो का बेस्ट वर्जन जो मेरे लिए, दैट इज द 07-08 वर्जन. भाई क्रेजी. आई हैवंट सीन एक बेटर वर्जन ऑफ एनी विंगर फॉर दैट मैटर. And I quote any winger for that matter, not even the noodle hair Ronaldo, not even any other version of any other player better than the 07-08 version of Cristiano Ronaldo. He was a
I mean,
showboating
and
specialist. He
Anthony
was a
was a
goal
little
scorer.
close this time for 6 months.
नहीं मतलब let's not drag it
Come
that
on,
far.
yeah, he came
Let's not,
on. Everyone made fun of
let's
him.
not,
He cooked in Betis. Yeah, you have to give him credit. We thought he's going to flop. He
let's
cooked.
not,
Yeah, you
let's
have to give it to him. I mean, I'm not saying he's the same as Ronaldo, but no one expected him to do that well at Betis. Yeah, no one can tell me that. He did
hmm,
really well at Betis. Yeah. He really did. I mean, listen, sell him so we get the money, but he really did
hmm.
well. I didn't expect it. Yeah, he was scoring right-footed goals. Bro, I wanted to break my camera. When I started seeing him shoot with his right foot, I wanted to break my camera. People are sending me
Difference है.
messages. Wrong foot goal, Anthony, wrong foot goal, Anthony.
भाई वो बंदा बजूके मार रहा है, वो बंदा बजूके मार रहा है, मतलब एज ऑफ द बॉक्स से. डेहिया कह रहा है, आई हैव नेवर सीन हिम हिट विद हिज राइट फुट एंड ही इज स्कोरिंग बैंगर्स. क्रेजी. बट अगेन यहाँ पे जैसे मार्करन ने बोला है, that is the best goal scoring version of Ronaldo, not the
Not
best
winger
version
version.
of.
Winger version.
No, not just winger. That was not the best version of Ronaldo. If you talk about the noodle hair Ronaldo, he was the best goal scorer version of Cristiano Ronaldo. But if you look at the complete package that he was, that was the 07-08 Ronaldo. He was at peak. Free kicks, he's scoring. Penalties, he's scoring. Headers, he's scoring. Long ranges, he's scoring. Assisting with his back heel. For fuck's sake, he's assisted with his back heel with a no look pass to Rooney. He was doing everything. Showboating, भाई वो गिलबर्टो सिल्वा को कुत्ते का नाचना चाह रहा था विंग के ऊपर जब when we played against Arsenal.
I
Literally,
literally saw that clip yesterday
yeah,
night.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Aura farming again. What was it? Aura farming against the Invincibles.
Yeah, it was actually भाई मतलब वो रोनाल्डो was bad. He was मतलब he was, वो कहते हैं ना कि नेमार की एक क्लिप है जिसपे वो डिफेंडर से हाथ जोड़ रहा है कि प्लीज ये सब मत करो. He used to frustrate people like that. क्रेजी है भाई. बाय द वे
It's
जिसने
so,
नहीं देखा.
it's so funny you said that because when he came back, right,
Yeah.
even at that advanced age, it
Mm-hmm.
looked like he was having so much fun playing on the wing.
He
He
did,
know
but
he
he
when he
loves the
was
pace. He
when
loves
they
the pace.
allowed him to like move to the side, he was just have it looked like he was having so much fun. The crowd was just cheering the step overs. Yeah, he's not even passing anyone. They're like, yeah. It was
उसकी
almost like he
उसकी
was almost like
कटोरियां.
he had to do certain thing when he became a striker, and then Manchester United ironically bought him back, and then he could do the fun stuff that made him
Hmm.
feel like as a kid. And just hearing people just go crazy about that and him trying to do it. I mean, it was so cool, yeah. It was real nostalgia. Seriously.
उसी
So
कटोरी का जवाब देगा।
how many people can say with a stationary step over, no, you can the crowd goes wild.
Bro, he said that literally, Messi said that। Messi से जब पूछा था, I think it was 08, that I would pay to watch this version of Ronaldo। He literally said it, that people।
I think Iniesta and Xavi also said, or one of them or both of them said, one
भाई,
midfielder we would love to play with is Paul Scholes. There was a lot of mutual respect. Yeah, those battles we had
हाँ हाँ,
in
मतलब
the late
ऑब्वियसली,
noughties.
या मतलब अगर, अगेन, मैं जैसे जैसे मेसी फॉर मी हैज बीन द मोस्ट कंप्लीट फुटबॉल प्लेयर इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी, इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्कोरिंग गोल्स, फ्री किक्स, एवरीथिंग, जो उसका बॉडी बिल्ड है। बट इफ यू आस्क मी कि मुझे मजा किसको देखने ज्यादा आता था, दैट वाज दैट 07-08 रोनाल्डो। ओ माय गॉड, मतलब अगेन, वो अपने अपनी पिक्स हैं, कौन किसको ज्यादा प्रेफर करता है, बट भाई साहब, वो 7-07-08 वर्जन ऑफ रोनाल्डो still makes me wet, still makes me wet भाई। those step overs, those touches, beautiful touches, that those back heel passes, one touch passing चल रही है भैंचोद, ऐसे ऐसे वो, that goal that we scored against Arsenal, that one touch football counter पे मेली जीसंग पार्क को, जीसंग पार्क played it to Ronaldo, Ronaldo played it to Wayne Rooney, Wayne Rooney then played it back to Ronaldo, and it's a goal। Crazy, man।
I just remembered yesterday was 20 years ago we signed
Jason Park,
Park. Yeah.
Park, yeah, he was a fantastic player, he was a fantastic player। यार पॉट्समॉथ के अगेंस्ट फ्री किक वाली तो चलो वो तो है ही, बट आई remember that FA Cup game against Portsmouth, we could have won the treble that season। माइकल कैरिक ने पॉइंट ब्लैंक रेंज से बेंच पे शॉट मिस कर दिया। वो पॉइंट ब्लैंक रेंज से हमने हमने उस मैच में 4 बार पोस्ट हिट किया, 4 बार। दैट वाज द मोस्ट अनलकी गेम अंडर सर एलेक्स जो मैंने देखा। मतलब वी वर सो परफेक्ट थ्रू आउट द सीजन, एंड पॉर्ट्समथ से हम वो मैच हारे थे। वी कुड हैव डन द ट्रेबल, a second treble with Sir Alex। Crazy it was, but again, जब जो बीत गई सो बात गई। बट भाई यही यही दिन है हमारे लिए याद करने को, क्योंकि अभी रिसेंट टाइम्स की तो कोई अच्छी पॉजिटिव मेमोरी है नहीं हमारे पास। एंड फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग पार्ट पता है क्या है? फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग पार्ट इज दैट एक ऑस्ट्रेलियन आया, एक स्टेटमेंट दिया, स्टेटमेंट जस्टिफाई किया, सैक होके चला गया। अब हम उससे बदला भी नहीं दे सकते बहन के लन से कि अब तुझे सीजन कूटेंगे, क्योंकि वो तो चला गया भाई। अब तो वो चला गया, अब हम उससे जो हमारा हिसाब है बराबर भी नहीं कर सकते। अब वो कलंक हमारे माथे पे ताउम्र लगा रहेगा। उसने, भगवान। एंड हमने कभी भी, दिस इज अ रिकॉर्ड बेसिकली, ड्यूरिंग हिज 2 year spell at Tottenham Hotspur, United never defeated Tottenham Hotspur। Crazy, crazy। Eze is one of the players, one of the plans at Arsenal। However, it is unclear if he's the first choice or a backup option। Arsenal have already agreed personal terms with Eze। Everybody is making moves और हम यहाँ पे चूतिया बने बैठे हैं। भाई मत दो यार अभी पंचायत के स्पॉयलर्स, जिसने नहीं देखा है। मैंने देख लिया, बट मैं नहीं दे रहा किसी को स्पॉयलर्स। मत दो यार जिसको अभी वेब सीरीज। भाई देखो, तुमने देख लिया, दैट डजंट मीन कि सबके पास टाइम था कि सबने देख लिया होगा। तो पंचायत जिसने देख लिया अच्छी बात है, तुमने नहीं देखा है, मतलब जिसने नहीं देखा है तो फिर टाइम दो उसको। एंड वन डे
Someone
प्रोडक्शन
said
रेट
if Leon gets relegated, the players can become free agents. It seems.
है।
Someone said earlier, I forgot to mention. Someone said something about if
नहीं, आई
Leon
डोंट,
does get relegated, a lot of their players will become free agents. Maybe they have the clauses now.
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक।
Oh, Malik Fofana, free agent. Let's go, yeah. Seriously. They're planning on appealing though, no? Next month, July, mid-July, the appeal, I think is. फ्री एजेंट नहीं, रिलीज क्लॉज है उनकी अग्रीमेंट में। ओके, सो रिलीज क्लॉज। Take it, man. Depending on which release clause is a decent price.
ये
Kasim
अभी
is
कहाँ?
asking, Diego Leon is coming next week. What role will he play? He's going to go to the championship.
हाँ, he is probably going to go on a loan.
Hopefully, if Jim Ratcliffe sends him and Sekou Kone to Lausanne, no, I'm going to actually get really frustrated. Dude, he's sending
Hmm.
Sekou Kone to Lausanne to do what? Just send them to the championship. Yeah, we have a proven record of championship players grooming our players to play in the Premier League. Ahmad, Alvaro, Beckham,
Hmm.
Lingard. Okay, some of them are not great, but we have a proven record. We are sending him to Lausanne. What's he going to do in Switzerland, dude? Eat chocolate and cheese. Bro, what is it, bro? This is what I'm saying. No, you're laughing, but this is our club, yeah. These idiots, no, we just go, they'll do better than Glazers. They do worse. They're sending people to the Swiss League to do what? What is the Swiss League going to do to Sekou Kone? He was playing under 23 football at Arsenal. What is
Yeah, he
Lausanne
was.
going to do for us?
At least send him to championship, man. At least he will have
Exactly,
some
yeah. Send him to
competition.
League One. Send him like Ethan Wheatley. Send him to Walsall. Walsall was in the championship playoff final. They lost to Wimbledon. Send him
हाँ.
at some level where we can. It can translate to him.
Or
Us
even you
using
can
him.
loan him, or even you can loan him to Sunderland for that matter, because Sunderland will have,
Oh, Sunderland love us, dude.
yeah,
Get ready
Sunderland
for
would.
the Ahmad Diallo likes every time they win a game, except against us. Hopefully, except against us. Hopefully.
But
No,
ठीक है,
but I
देखते
love
हैं.
I love that. I love that though. I love the fact that he was rooting for Sunderland.
हम्म.
It means that the fans treated him well, the players treated him well, the
They
management
they
well.
treated him pretty well, man. He was
So
very emotional.
why not want Sunderland to do well? As long as they don't beat us, why not want them to do well?
Also,
This
if
is
you
your
if you
personal experience, no?
also, I think अगर देखो वही वाली बात है, if Sunderland is going back to the championship next season, at least maintain that relationship with them, जिससे कि आप अपने players को experience दे पाओ वहाँ पे. But हाँ,
Don't
सेको
be
कोने को.
surprised. Don't be surprised if he gets clapped at the Stadium of Light. Don't get surprised if he gets
हाँ,
a
मतलब
clap.
I won't be. But if he ends up scoring against them, he won't celebrate.
Or
That's for
better
sure.
not celebrate, bro. No, see,
Yeah, he
I
won't. He won't
trust him. He's
celebrate. He
he's
won't celebrate.
respectful. I trust him.
He'll
He
not.
won't
He'll
do
not
that shit.
celebrate. He won't. He won't celebrate. DB Baker, Leon get relegated. When will FA send 115 City to League Two? They will not. That's not happening. Let's be real.
League Two,
That,
I would do watch-alongs for that, dude. The
that's not.
shameless level has to be cranked up to 1,000 and do
That's
watch-alongs for City, dude.
that is not happening. Let's be real. That is not happening. चलो. आई थिंक 2 घंटे से ऊपर हो गया है. आई एम ऑल्सो वेरी टायर्ड. इस रूम में बैठकर भाई, द टेम्परेचर ऑफ दिस रूम इज 45 डिग्रीज. इट्स बॉइलिंग विद नो एसी. एंड क्योंकि इसमें एक ही फैन है, और फैन भी मैं दो पे ही चलाता हूँ, बिकॉज फिर कैमरे की आवाज़ आती, मतलब कैमरे में आवाज़ आती है उस चीज़ की. आई एम बॉलिंग राइट नाउ. थैंक यू सो मच नेथन भाई. वैसे सही बताऊँ, आज स्ट्रीम अच्छी हुई है, बहुत अच्छी हुई है. बहुत दिन के बाद स्ट्रीम करने में मज़ा भी आया, बिकॉज 2-3 दिन से बहुत ज़्यादा वो हो रही थी, प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी यहाँ पे. एंड एक मिनट ज़्यादा थे, वन डे प्रोडक्शन का ये जो एक सुपर चैट है, लोमनाको टू बारसा, जॉफ्रे टोरेंट लेफ्ट बैक ओपिनियन. यार इसके बारे में मैंने इतना पढ़ा नहीं, अभी मैंने पीछे बैक स्टेज सर्च किया है. Then Kevin Joel Lomonaco is an Argentine professional footballer who plays as a center back for Club Atletico Independiente on loan from Brazilian club Red Bull Bragantino. तो अब ब्रो, ब्राजीलियन लीग भी मैं नहीं देखता हूं और अर्जेंटाइन लीग भी मैं नहीं देखता हूं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द सुपर चैट. बट ऑनेस्टली मैंने अभी तक मतलब इसके बारे में पढ़ा नहीं है. आई गॉट नो क्लू. किसी को पता है अगर चैट में, प्लीज एनलाइटन मी अबाउट दिस. बट यस.
And Ankit is saying it's not good supporting your relegation battle rivals.
ओह माय गॉड. अरे 1 घंटे बैठो आके इधर, पता चलेगा. 1 घंटे बैठो. आई एम नॉट इवन किडिंग. आई एम नॉट इवन किडिंग. इट इज एक्चुअली.
Those lights heat up a lot, Makrat, actually.
Athletic confirmed
Oh,
they meet with La Liga to express concern over Barcelona's ability to register new players under financial fair play. Athletic insists they will defend their interest. एक तो यार इनके ला लीगा
what
में
interest they can defend if it's a release clause? What they can defend?
नहीं, अबाउट
Can they even
रजिस्टरिंग द
defend
न्यू,
anything?
नहीं रजिस्टरिंग द न्यू प्लेयर्स, बिकॉज
Registration.
हाँ वो इसका वो बकचोदी है कि
Um, one thing I
certain
want to
days.
tell guys before we go.
Yeah.
Guys, don't panic. Remember, July 7th. Don't get frustrated at the news. Don't waste your energy. Wait till July the 7th and see what happens. Then react, feel how you're feeling. As long
Hmm.
as everyone's not back at Carrington, no, it doesn't matter.
I think by July 1st we might get official statement regarding Mbeumo. I think we will sign him by 1st or 2nd July. But that's what I think. That's what I think. Pata nahi,
I
but
said late June, but it's already late June. I think
it
any day now.
June
Honestly,
is
any day.
about to end. तो अब इससे लेट क्या ही होगा. But yes, thank you so much for being here, मेरे भाई. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I hope आप लोगों को भी उतना ही मजा आया होगा जितना हम दोनों को आया है. मुझे तो बहुत आया लिटरली, क्योंकि बहुत दिन के बाद मैंने अच्छे से 2 घंटे कब निकले पता भी नहीं चला लिटरली. तो I had a lot of fun. Tomorrow will be coming back live once again. Now that, thank God, that bot attack has ended. तो it was really concerning for me कि भाई वो क्यों हो रहा है, मैंने क्या बोल दिया क्या नहीं किया. But thank God that now that it has ended, तो from tomorrow you will be seeing me on a regular basis, and hopefully हम और थोड़ा सा अलग तरह का कंटेंट हम कर पाएंगे. But thank you so much for being the lovely audience you are and you've always been. Don't forget to subscribe to Sports Nut Nathan. If you haven't already, let me put his tag as well once again. पिछली बार टैग नहीं हो पा रहा था वो, इस बार करके देखता हूँ
While
हो रहा है
you're
कि नहीं हो
while
रहा
you're
है.
doing that, someone asked Makran July 7th because everyone is supposed to report back
Report
to
it.
Carrington.
Yeah.
So
Preseason
that is why July
preseason
7th.
tour officially starts from July 7th.
And
Because
someone asked Kumar said any news of Palinia? Palinia wants to stay and fight for his place at Bayern.
yeah.
But if company says he's surplus to requirements, he is looking to be loaned out. He does not want to sit on the bench. So depending
Obviously, why would
on
he?
once they come back from the Club World Cup, Vincent Company will tell him his future. Then we
Hmm.
could go in for Palinia, which would be great.
But isn't it surprising कि एक player जिसके लिए उन्होंने इतना पैसा खर्च किया, now he's out of the plans?
As a company thought Eric Dyer was wonderful, dude. Let's be honest. So what else to say? That Kim Min Jae didn't want to come to us. He's watching Eric Dyer play football. Dude.
But हाँ, it's quite surprising कि भाई
And Douglas
Bayern
Luiz
has.
also. Big money.
Hmm,
What was that thing? Money and Jadon Sancho for Douglas Luiz?
पता नहीं, हाँ शायद ऐसे ही कुछ था.
This
और
is why you don't go with your wife. This is why
Lahovic.
you
Hmm.
don't date a, a, a person in the same field and marry them. Because then one of them has to go, and only one of them is worth any kind of money. That person has to go.
Chalo. That's it, boys. That's it, boys and girls. Thank you so much for being the lovely audience you are. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Love you all. कल मिलते हैं.